a parable to them, saying that man always ought to pray lest he faint, which means that for every minute that you haven't said a prayer, or for every prayer that you haven't said, you're fainted even in the spirit. So today our prayer for you is this, that the perfect will of God will be done and accomplished in your life, that you will see, touch, and feel the glory of God in every aspect of your life. Wherever you find yourself in Africa, may the Lord locate you and meet you at the point of your need. Hi, good morning, and you're welcome to Wake Up Africa. My name is Precious Biadela, and right here on Dominion TV's Wake Up Africa, this is what we do. We call it one conversation at a time, trying to find each day to make Africa better again. By a conversation, by a suggestion, by just something really small. And every drop that falls in that ocean makes it even a lot better. So your quota is important. Whatever it is that you've planned, you've done, or your goals or your dreams, it is going to make Africa better. So don't relent on your dreams. Do it. Try it again. And I know that this time it's going to work. Expect many things today. We're going to be having conversations. We should start off with the weather, get into birthdays, you know, the regulars, and then we'll get you updated on what's happening in the world of the news, making headlines on local and international scenes. And today is Tuesday. We should be having the doctor around, but there's also one conversation that we should be having today, which is really very important. So we started to talk about mental health, right? But one of the things we've noticed is that it's not something you can just talk about for a minute and just let it go, right? It has to be a constant conversation, because every activity during the day could make or mar your mental health. And so today we're going to be delving into mental health once again, how to actively, daily, always try to live right, that you may never get into the state of, mental health or something that's not really good for your mind and also your body. So you don't want to miss that conversation. If you're home, that's okay. But if you're going out, join us. It's My Dominion TV on all social media handles. Well, now we should settle for the weather, and then the program continues. Do stay.
I want to welcome you to Wake Up Africa Morning Show. If Africa has ever needed to wake up, it's now. I promise you that this Wake Up Africa Morning Show will impact your life. It will illuminate you. The Bible said that thy word is a lamp to my feet and a light to my path. You need this insight. You need the understanding required to make all the difference in all of our lives. I want you not just to tune in to the Wake Up Africa Morning Show, but I want you to be a sponsor. I want you to partner with us as we take this Wake Up Africa Morning Show, the inspiration it brings, the impact across all Africa, to homes, to individuals, impacting lives. Join us to make a difference. It is said and believed that in this life, what you do to change the life of others matters than what you acquire for yourself. It is believed that it's not what you have, what you possess that matters, but the difference you made in the life of others. I believe as you partner with Wake Up Africa Morning Show, you'll be joining us to make a difference in the life of so many people out there. Partner with us, and every time we touch a life, you are blessed. Every time we impact a family, you'll be remembered for good. God bless you. Looking forward to partnering with you and tuning in to Wake Up Africa Morning Show.
Okay, thank you for always choosing us. Wake Up Africa right here on Dominion TV. Now let's get on with the weather. So today on my way, there was a conversation, and the driver was telling me that, okay, probably because of the change in weather, people are experiencing cold, flu, all these, other stuff. So you want to know what the weather is going to be looking like so that you know how to plan your day. But I still maintain that you do warm beverages and drink a lot of water so that, you're not found, in such a state. So today the weather is going to be partly cloudy over the entire country with mist and fog patches forming over the coastal, forest and mountainous zones early this morning. Now, a lineup of thunderstorms with rains from northern parts of Benin and Nigeria will induce cloudiness with rains over the northern sectors from late morning into afternoon. So if you're in the northern region, you should expect some rain between now and then the afternoon. And southern half of the country, which is Accra, Cape Coast down, will experience mostly sunny with few cloud cover and breezy conditions in the afternoon with no major rains today. So if you're in Accra, you shouldn't expect rains, but God can always change his mind, so you should always be ready for anything. Most cloudy, cold and breezy. So there's going to be cold, breeze, and cloudy, in the evening into the night. So that means that the weather might be cold. You want to keep yourself warm, especially the children. Now, the state of the sea will be rough today. Hence, precautionary measures are advised. That is for our fisher folks. And we'll be sure to keep you updated on whatever happens with the weather. But for now, that's just that. So you want to get ready. You want to prepare. You want to have your umbrella. You want to have your raincoat with you. You want to do more beverages. You want to do more warm beverages. And you also want to drink a lot of water so that you're looped up, and that water could actually be aqua mineral water. Try it. It works. Okay, let's get on with birthdays now. Happy birthday to these amazing people.
Yeah. It's your birthday. It's your day. One day out of 365. It's your day. One day out of 365. Happy birthday. Ooh, to you. Happy birthday. Yeah. To you. Happy birthday to you. It's your birthday. It's your day. One day out of 365. It's your day. One day out of 365. Happy birthday. Ooh, to you. Happy birthday.
And happy birthday to you. May the lines fall in pleasant places for you. We have some special birthdays, starting off with Gilbert Novienyo Badohu. Happy birthday to you. Justice Aqua. Happy birthday to you. Ato Kwamina. Happy birthday to you. Kofi Ejiri. Happy birthday to you. Sonny McCarthy Jr. Happy birthday to you. Kakai Saint Don GH. All right. Happy birthday to you. And then Kwame Lee, happy birthday to you. Emmanuel Prempe, a happy birthday to you. And then Kwesi Ajimanyeboa, happy birthday to you. Marcus Van Smith, happy birthday to you. And Yvette Smith, happy birthday to you. And then Zaglago Bernard, happy birthday to you. All right, so Siahene says to wish her friend a very, very, very happy birthday. Oh wow, that's very beautiful. Perez, happy birthday to you. This is from Siahene. Siahene says you are her friend and you are her data plug. Oh, okay. Nice smile right there. Happy birthday to you. May God bless you, keep you, make his face shine upon you. And then another one from Ernest and Philomena to their mom, Mrs. Ernestina Awo Gate. Happy birthday to you, mommy. This is from all your children, Ernest and Philomena. They say, God bless you, God keep you, and for every sacrifice, may the Lord replenish in Jesus' name. So happy birthday to you, mommy. I'm sure they'll do a party and then I'll eat the wache later, but that's just what it is. Happy birthday to you. All right, now it's time for us to get into the news and keep you updated for what's happening in the world of news. Many things. If you're here in Ghana, it's crazy politically, governmentally. It's just amazing. But we're going to keep you updated now on what's happening local and international. And that's by way of Wake Up Bus. How about now? And to our first local news, Mahama Ayariga condemns military over statue destruction and brutality in Boku. Bank of Ghana outlines activity for city at 60th anniversary. Do you know the Ghana city is 60 years old? Yeah, right. Government begins monthly 1,300 Ghana city allowance for all assembly members. Ablekuma North chaos, a wake-up call for Akwetia by election, and this is from Muntaka. University of Ghana lifts ban on social gatherings amid improved COVID-19 situation. Over 500 removed from security services after recruitment audit. Azuma Resources and E&P in confidential talks to resolve the $100 million mining deal stalemate. And starting off with international news now, in Canada, 17-year-old wanted for killing Ghanaian immigrant in shooting. And in South Africa, Ramaphosa suspends police minister amid corruption allegations. Cameroon's Paul Biya, 92, announces bid for another term. And in Congo, more than 300,000 civil servants eligible to new retirement plan. Dozens of migrants held in ransom by criminal gang in Libya released from captivity. French First Lady Brigitte Macron to take label case to highest court of appeals. MP charged for accusing Lesotho king of signing over country to South Africa. All right, and to our very last story, Nigeria declares today as a public holiday to honor former leader who died at age 82. And that's it by way of Wake Up Buzz. Our heart goes out to the family. I mean, he was a statesman. That means he rendered service to God in country. And so today is a public holiday for our brothers and sisters, cousins in Nigeria. We pray that his soul rests in the bosom of the Lord. Okay, so let's go for a quick turn. And then when we get back, we'll get into discussions proper. Do stay.
For the past 20 years, the Spirit of God inspired me and led me to take prayer to North America.
I cannot describe it. It's indescribable.
Recently, the Spirit of God inspired me that it is time to bring it back to Africa. It's time to bring it back home.
A global move is about to hit Ghana.
I came here today with something prophetic. That the heaven must open. Lord,
I stand on the anointing and I prophesy, break forth, break out of your boundary
By divine authority.
Global Prayer Work Summit. The world gathers in Accra to pray at the Prayer Cathedral Action Chapel International on Thursday, July 17th and Friday, July 18th at 9 a.m., 2 p.m. and 5:30 p.m. And on Saturday, July 19th at 7 a.m. for Morning Glory, at 9 a.m. 2 breakout sessions, leadership breakfast for ministry leaders and pastors, and the Next Gen Youth Empowerment session on self-transformation with Honorable Samuel Nate George and Honorable Francis Asensio Boachi. Soak deep worship from Joe Metal and Sandra Boachi Dia. Don't miss this divine moment. Remember, this is a free event. Don't miss your time and your spot. Register today and seal your seat in at gpwsummit.org.
What's better than your bestie? A bestie with blockbusters and bedtime cartoons. GOtv streams your fave soaps, sports, and the loudest laughs. No extra charge, just internet connection. Your shows, your vibes, your anytime, anywhere bestie. GOtv Stream. Download it now.
I wanted to make it a surprise.
Why?
I knew the dramatic appearance would excite everyone.
I've been looking for you for a very long time.
Why are you so intimidating?
But you just complain that I'm fat.
But you are fat.
Here is my son.
Give me what I want and I will set you free.
Stop! Jesus has set me free. Yes, Lord.
It's adventure after adventure after adventure. Get a load of your favorite Bible adventure series, Superbook. So, get on board. Let's join Chris, Joy, and Gizmo. It's Superbook time. Superbook, weekdays at 4:30 p.m. Also on Saturdays, 10:30 a.m. on Dominion TV.
Medshay, natural mosquito repellent. Highly recommended by Ministry of Health, CHAS and GS. Lab tested by Noguchi Medical. field trialed by Atomic Energy Commission. It has no chemical or side effects and is good for all ages and skin type. Medshay is available nationwide. For purchases, distributions, bulk supply, and export, call us now or WhatsApp +2 332 4489 2413 or +2 3354 02888200. Email us at info@northstoneltd.com or medshay@gmail.com. Medshay, the natural way to keep mosquitoes away. This advert is approved by FDA.
Still on the old My DStv app? Time to make the switch. And yes, it's as easy as it sounds. Just download the new My DStv app and log in as you normally would. Everything you need is right there. Your account, your settings, your offers. It's a smoother way to pay, upgrade, reconnect, or clear errors. All in fewer steps. No hassle, just more control in less time. Download the new My DStv app, made to make it easy.
For the past 20 years, the Spirit of God inspired me and led me to take prayer to North America.
I cannot describe it. It's indescribable.
Recently, the Spirit of God inspired me that it is time to bring it back to Africa. It's time to bring it back home.
A global move is about to hit Ghana.
I came here today with something prophetic. That the heaven must open. Lord,
I stand on the anointing and I prophesy, break forth, break out of your boundary
by divine authority.
Global Prayer Work Summit. The world gathers in Accra to pray at the Prayer Cathedral Action Chapel International on Thursday, July 17th and Friday, July 18th at 9 a.m., 2 p.m. and 5:30 p.m. and on Saturday, July 19th at 7 a.m. for Morning Glory, at 9 a.m. 2 breakout sessions, leadership breakfast for ministry leaders and pastors, and the Next Gen Youth Empowerment Session on self-transformation with Honorable Samuel Nate George and Honorable Francis Asensio Boachi. Soak deep worship from Joe Metal and Sandra Boachi Dia. Don't miss this divine moment. Remember, this is a free event. Don't miss your time and your spot. Register today and seal your seat in at gpwsummit.org.
Prayer is a daily necessity for daily triumph.
Africa, we must unite.
We are getting Abrahamic rewards, but we are running away from Abrahamic responsibilities.
Where should Africa sit and stand in this new world order?
Africa has the youngest, fastest growing population. That's a blessing, but it's also a challenge.
Yeah.
Who did God describe as the man after his own heart?
David.
Adam.
My experience, nothing short of amazing.
I never believed I'll be able to do this. Dominion TV's Emerging Leaders program has taught me skills about marketing in a corporate setting.
My name is Danny Glover, and you're watching
Dominion TV.
Every morning begins with you, your routine, your goals, your journey. Get ready for the day with us by your side. This is Wake Up Africa, your inspirational morning ride. We bring you the energy you need, the insight, and the motivation to kickstart your day. Wake Up Africa is here to connect you to the latest news, your front row seat to all the sports action. Get moving with us for a healthier you. Wake Up Africa gives you daily forecast, keeping you prepared for whatever comes your way. Join us each morning as we start your day together.
My name is Kokumo, and welcome to Wake Up Africa.
Energy. Yeah.
Well, thank you very much for staying with us, starting off with us from 6:30 a.m., coming along with Biadela, even as we hit this time where we get to discuss what the issues are, especially with the news making headlines. Time check is 7:27 a.m. right here in Accra, Ghana, from the Dominion Studios. We're coming to you live with Wake Up Africa. Make sure that you touch base with us. Let us know where you're watching us from. Connect with us. Drop your comments, your thoughts, your questions, every other thing that you have on your mind. I'll get to share with the world. My guests will be joining me. One has joined me. We're expecting the other to join. I hope he's not in the Philippines. No, he's not going this week. I'm not sure. But of course, Reverend Anaya Obafo-Boni is an architect by profession, and also the pastor for the Eagles Network International Ministries, joins us this morning. Thank you very much for your time, sir.
Thank you for having me.
It's good to have you, as always.
My handsome friend.
Oh, don't do that, Rev. Don't, Rev. Anyways, I hope, of course, we saw you yesterday, but of course, from yesterday till now, I hope you are in high spirit.
I'm in such high spirits, you think I've taken red.
I know. I know. I cannot relate because I have not taken red before.
I also haven't, but I've seen the manifestation thereof.
Anyways, let's get on to the very first story. Let's do international first, and it's got to do with a certain phenomenon of African leaders and what they see leadership and democracy to be. I've always said that I think we have successfully contextualized what democracy is. It is chieftaincy. So once you get on there, the appetite to want to continue forever is a lifetime achievement. It's a lifetime laurel given to you. It's a lifetime role. Let's talk about Cameroon's longtime leader, President Paul Biya, who has officially announced that he will run for another term in office.
The 8th term.
Ending months of speculation over his political future, the 92-year-old made the announcement on social media stating his continued determination to serve and promising that the best is yet to come. Biya has been at the helm of Cameroon for 40 years, making him the second longest serving president in Africa. His decision to seek re-election has sparked criticism from opposition figures and human rights advocates. One prominent activist described the announcement as a clear sign of Cameroon's stalled political transition, adding that the country is in urgent need of democratic change and accountable leadership. In 2018, Biya secured a controversial victory with over 70% of the vote. The election was marked by allegations of fraud, low voter turnout, and violence. So there we have it. Paul Biya, 92 years old, wants to seek for another term. What I think is, I think he wants to hit 100 and set a record. And for people who also have seen it and are tagging Africa, say, as for Africa, please, it's not Africa. It's Cameroon, and it's not even Cameroon. It's just Paul Biya and his cohorts who would love to go on this tangent. It's sad.
Koku, let me take a position on this matter because, you see, there's a way I view things that is a little different from how people like you traditionally view some of these things.
Right.
The reality is this, right? The situation is that we have been given a governance system by our colonialists that runs counter to how we've governed ourselves over the years before they came. So people don't understand. We had our form of democracy, you see, which was not their form of democracy.
True.
And it is the imposition of this form of democracy that is what is causing all these seeming troubles and problems in Africa. Because, Koku, let's be honest, right? For as far as I can remember, the Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia has been called Crown Prince for us, all his life. Look at how old Prince Charles had to wait to assume the throne. Nobody said the Queen should give way. You understand? Even though they don't practice an absolute monarchy. You understand?
Okay, so I'm coming.
Yeah, exactly. So because, you see, because they only seem to see how long someone has been in power when it's not serving their interests. You understand?
Okay.
Whenever it is serving their interests, they do not make all these noises.
Right.
You understand? What I'm saying is that we've had a system of democracy. Maybe we should learn how to return to that system of democracy or find a way of amalgamating that. How long has Xi Jinping been there? Do you know when China holds their elections? Have you seen America going there to go and do their nonsense that Xi is enough, don't go for another term? Because when it serves the people, the Emirati leader, have you had any elections going on in the Emirates? They have a system of governance that serves their people. These countries that cry about human rights abuse, who is doing more human rights abuse than them? Go to the US and go and see. Go and see how people are being treated like fowls. But because their mainstream media doesn't focus on that, we do not see some of these things. So everybody has challenges. There's no perfect system. Go to your own hometown and look at your chief sitting in state. Tell me who are the elders he sits in state. They are clan and family heads. So he's not able to abuse his power. In fact, anytime there's a stalemate, they say we are going to ask the old lady. That council is going to sit out of public view, jaw, have all their arguments, and then come and put one decision. So even though the chief is the one announcing the decision, the linguist is echoing it. Everybody on the council knows that that's the compromise we have come to. It's not the chief's absolute power. That is why even in our traditional settings, whenever a chief starts to move in that absolute power, they find ways of poisoning and eliminating the person because they understand that you hold power in trust for the people. So let's start looking at the fundamentals. What is leadership about? Is it to better the lot of the people? If the lot of the people is being bettered, does it matter necessarily what vehicle we are talking about? Because mind you, Mr. Ibrahim Traore has not been there for this long. They want him out. Why? Listen to the funny reason Mr. Langley gave, that he is using the wealth of Burkina Faso to protect himself. What wealth is used to protect Trump? The wealth of Saudi Arabia. It's not the wealth of the US. So what is wrong if a leader is using part of the proceeds to build security, but they realize that it is impervious, it's impregnable, they can't find him and eliminate him. So let's create a narrative out there in the public space, get the uproar against him in the public space, get his own people to look like they are doing a revolt. Meanwhile, it's the Western puppet masters that are moving the strings. Everybody knows who bombed Gaddafi's convoy, but the last bullet came from who? A Libyan. So let it be the Libyan who takes the last shot. Let it look like it is the Libyans that destabilize the place. In the end, they went and got Saddam Hussein out. Today, Tony Blair and Bush Jr. have come to tell us that the dossier was misinformation. They acted on a false dossier. What compensation has Iraq gotten from it? So see, this is the same game that is played, against Africa. Unfortunately, people like Bia who overstay, you understand what I'm saying, begin to give credence to some of these false accusations. The video is playing where the French president is with Biya, but he's angry with Traore. I mean, can you see the hypocrisy, Koku? So I think that Africa must sit down and start to fashion its own democratic system that works for it. And let us tell the West that this is our style, respect it.
Okay, so I respect that when you come from the fact that we need to find I'm not for people like Bia staying like, I watched when he sat in public and even didn't know that it was his turn to speak. Yes. He was totally lost and all that. It is not proper. You see, but my issue is that when the kettle is trying to call the coal pot black, that is where my issue is. And I think that we must start to do these things on our own premonition, based on our own conviction, and not because of what the West thinks democracy is. Because the West has other places where their form of democracy is not being practiced. They are far more advanced than the West. Their people go there as tourists and go and clap their hands. You get what I'm saying? Today, everybody wants to take a holiday to Dubai. Yet go and read the leader's book that he wrote. He dreamt of Dubai. He dreamt of it and began to build it systematically. Nobody is voting here. Lee Kuan Yew did the same thing in Singapore. He got his colleagues right from school. They came together. We are going to do this. So you study in this sector. You study in the telco area. And they began to build a country with no natural resource. Today, look at their GDP and look at their per capita. And he said, no Western democracy here. We will practice our own type of democracy. Today, Singapore is one of the cleanest city-states you will find in the whole world. Look at what Mr. Rwanda is doing. Very soon, you will hear the same story about Mr. Kagame because they can't have their way. So please, African leaders, let us go back to Kwame Nkrumah's blueprint. Let's come together. Let's find a system that works for us. Mr. Ron DeSantis, so far as I can remember, has been in charge of Florida. We forget that Florida is actually like a country, that if Africa were together, he keeps reigning and going for more and more terms. Huckabee or whatever. There's another guy, he's one of these Democrat states. They've been there. They are just changing the main man at the top every 4 to 8 years. But the states are not being governed by that same principle. Why are there no term limits for governors? So because you see, they know what works. No, not Macacab. There's another, it's a Huxtable, some man like that. One of the Democrats recently was fighting Trump very strongly about this removal of the illegal migrants. So Koku, what I'm saying, Africa must look for what works for it. When Mansa Musa was governing, there was no poverty in his kingdom, right? When the white man came here, there was no poverty in the kingdom of the Togbes and the whatever in Voltari. There was no poverty in Ashanti region. People were even marking their animals with gold. That's how they were identifying their cows and their sheep. We were prosperous people. So there was a system that has worked for us. We must find that system, find a middle ground, modernize it, and then work with it. Today I watch Japanese films. They sit on floor instead of furniture. Doesn't mean they are backward. Yet the white man has convinced us that if we eat sitting on the floor, you need be. I see. The definition of democracy. Exactly.
It cannot be the global definition. No. It can't be global.
Right.
It can't be global.
Maybe I come in small.
Yeah, please do.
Yeah.
I was about to buy out a lot.
More than 100% agree.
Exactly.
I would rather say we should find our own or define our own governance system. Because immediately you use our own democracy, then Kokul and the water I was putting will come in. They say that democracy is a system of government in which power is vested in the people.
Exactly.
Who rule either directly or through freely elected representatives. The word democracy comes from the Greek words demos, which means people, and kratos, which means power, meaning rule of the power. Then the characteristics are also there. I won't get into it. And so the trap that we have fallen in Africa is for us to concentrate on the word democracy, not democracy, but democracy. To me, it's much more what the West are doing. It's more of democracy than democracy.
Right.
Whereby they have selective amnesia, just like what Rev is saying.
Exactly.
What is suit them, they take it. It's like now when you are doing PhD, they have something they call operational definition of terms.
That's right.
So that's where maybe Rev this thing comes.
Yeah.
Maybe we need to have an operational definition of terms with the word democracy.
Right.
What the Greeks who originated that word, their definition of democracy, maybe it might be different from our definition of democracy.
That's right.
So to play safe, I would say that Africa need to have our system of governance.
Right.
I don't even agree the Greeks are the first practitioners of democracy.
No, you might not. I think it's just a general principle.
Because history will tell us that all those guys were students of the philosophers in Egypt.
That's I agree. So I'm saying that a general principle that I think we can all agree that power comes from the people.
Yeah.
I think it's a general principle that you can agree to.
So actually,
I think we'll have a quick
if you look at how, like for example, how in the world that when Libya, Gaddafi was found. When they went to this, they saw a lot of compromised pictures with him and Condoleezza Rice. You know, these people has been demons and not with the greatest of respect. Okay, and so our form of democracy, or I would say our form of governance, we shouldn't follow them. Just like I'm almost going to repeat the same what Rev is saying, unfortunately, but that is actually true. For me, one of the problems we have is people like Bia. Where they,
that is it.
Yeah, so that is where they are. That's where they are. I mean, there's one of them who actually African president that they will be pushing on the distance, and he's sitting down. Some of them actually they have to put a rubber band. I'm just joking, but put a rubber band in one of the hands so he can know the between left and right. These people, we need to sack.
Yeah, I mean, recently the South Sudan man was peeing on himself during
yes,
in public, and they had to scream that the camera should turn. They should turn. You see, those are the extreme cases. What I'm saying is that, you see, Africa must wake up. My late uncle once told me something. He said, one of the things that puts the white man above you is that you've been taught to think in English.
Yes.
So when they say start work, by the time you think in Chi and start to think in English, he is submitting his assignment. Do you know what the things that has made China grow very rapidly? They found the commonality of language.
Yes.
Ghana here, there are languages that north to south we all speak, but out of pride. Or we feel these people are too proud, so we will not admit it. So you see where we are now. The same thing. It comes to things like currency.
That's debatable.
You can see. It's not debatable. It's not debatable. But
there's
also
also. I think let me just chip this in. There's also a certain agenda and has been there to impose languages on people, and that's not also one thing that. So let's not go there.
But it
will hurt a lot of. No, it will hurt a lot of people. So let's not. Let's not go there at all.
The host is getting emotional about.
I'm saying that let's not. No, let's not. I'm saying
understand.
No, the fact of the
because
issue
English was imposed on us.
Exactly what I'm saying. That's the African problem. We embrace a foreigner's style of governance, a foreigner's language. But when it's within ourselves, let's make a compromise. And that's why Africa couldn't unite. That's the same reason why Africa couldn't unite, because we'll embrace dollar. But we say, let us all have equal. No. This person's not meeting performance criteria. So we'll embrace dollar. So I'm going to Nigeria to go and do work. I'll go and buy America's dollar, get to Nigeria and change it to Naira.
And you say it's from what? The people?
No, that is how our minds work. We will embrace a foreigner.
No, let's be careful here. No, I think let's circle back. Let's circle back. You cannot sit.
That is how we are. No. It's just our disease.
No, with all the greatest respect. I'm saying that let's circle back quickly. Let's not sit here and speak as though a lot of people in Africa condone the things we talk about. It is clear that if you conducted a referendum, quite a number of people will go against the things that our leaders do.
Yes,
they find ways of imposing a lot of things on us. I've read the research documents, I've read a lot of surveys that have clearly said what the people want and what the will of people in leadership are. So if you talk about learning in local languages, I could give you a lot of people who believe that let's do that in our own languages. But if the people go and sit down with the world leaders and speak their own languages and come back and impose it on us that we will speak this. Because I have even been, if you like, an advocate for learning of French rather than English, because like it or yes, we are even surrounded by the French.
Exactly.
So let's not speak as though the African who is watching us today is the one calling for the things that are happening today themselves.
No, we embrace it. We are not calling for, but we embrace it rather than embrace each other. That's the fact. That's why the OAU for
we like imported products.
Exactly. That's why the OAU at Nkrumah's thing couldn't work, because the white man just came to tell, don't mind him. He wants to govern all of you so that you will not be president of your country. So later, Nyerere himself confirmed that he believed that thing. Years later, he saw that what Nkrumah was saying was right. Yet he had believed it.
The lot also, maybe finally on this, the lot also supported Kwame Nkrumah's agenda. The lot.
Do you know how you see that it's not a lot? When he was in trouble, the one that believed his agenda welcomed him home. The others behave as if it doesn't exist because they have been told, listen, if you don't know and you welcome this guy, trouble. We're going to solve the problem. African leaders came together, was going to solve the problem in Libya. Before they will leave, this is Yoweri Museveni saying, he said, the NATO called them, don't you dare go because we can't guarantee your security on your own continent.
That's right.
How can a foreigner tell you we can't guarantee your security?
NATO called who? The leaders.
No, those people, those people the AU has put together, those 4 presidents, they warn them that we can't guarantee your security.
Exactly. So can we
tell Mr. Zelensky, you are going to the US to go and talk to President Trump about the peace. We won the war. If you get there, we can't guarantee your security. Well, they are coming to buy the uranium and all the things they need from here.
I just said,
you see, we have just made our Koku. What I'm saying is that
let's not our issue,
our issue is very deep. It's very deep. We don't want to look at things right in the face and call it what it is and solve it, because there are consequences, and those consequences we don't want to live with it. We just don't want to live with it because everybody is in there for himself. Look, you think Mr. Traore sleeps in the same bedroom every day? He knows how dangerous the path he has taken is.
I see.
You understand? How many African leaders can stand with him? Even those supporting, they support him in the shadows. See, so look at our president, right? Was it 2 days ago? I saw IMF telling our governor that he should stop making intervention in our foreign currency market because it is making the value of the dollar go down. Then they had the nerve to put out that the governor has put in $1.4 billion since January. That is why our CD is strong.
Wow.
So, but you are doing tariffs to control trade. Have we come to make noise? Because everybody, you say America first. We are doing our Ghana first to manage our situation. The whip is lifted. I pray Mr. Siaman doesn't pay attention to that. I pray our finance minister doesn't. We must rise on our own strength, build gradually. A time has come where we too must start denying people visa from coming, that you can't stay more than 3 months.
Yeah.
When you come, you're on visitor's permit. If you see you have good behavior, we'll give you multiple entries.
So this is the irony of that. Now that you've spoken about that, I don't know if it's part of our stories. The irony is that while the IMF says government pumped $1.4 billion to support the Ghana cities, they have revised the growth upwards. And also,
so they know what we did will make us grow and our inflation will come down.
So I'm saying that,
meaning that our debt stock will go down. We can pay quickly. Look,
so,
you see what I'm saying.
That if you
Ghanaian.
You see, no. You see, that is so. Reverend is just making my point. When you have a leader that says, "No, you cannot tell me what you want to tell me. We'll do what we want to do locally to make the people."
Okay, you are the one asking the question. I want to ask you a question. God forbid this situation. I'm going to say, God forbid this situation. Let's assume President Mahama does this great job. By 2026, we are seeing 10% growth. 2027, 12%. Inflation is down to about
8%.
2-3%. Things are jumping. Things they be. NDC has absolute majority. We say, listen, this guy is doing a great job. We want to make a constitutional amendment. We'll keep him there because he's doing this great job. And then the white people come telling us that we are not practicing democracy. This is wrong. What will be your stance?
My stance?
Yeah. Personally.
He's sitting here, he's not standing.
No, what will be your seat on the matter?
I think it's
because I would jump on the bandwagon.
I tell you,
if this person is driving us to our destination, so be it. You see, but again, we have gone to take some rule book. 4 years, go away, no matter how well you are doing. You see what I'm saying?
And has it helped us?
Yeah, it's not helping us.
Exactly.
At all.
So that is why there's a constitutional review committee that's going.
They won't even think about it. I can tell you.
Is he entrenched?
No, it won't come. Why?
Well, let me
because
check whether
Ghanaians, we the same Ghanaians will be the one to stand and say Chobo ye.
Recently I read somebody in opposition made a particular statement that he's praying for the government to fail because his government has come to power.
Yes.
Can you imagine?
Why would he pray such a prayer? Because we've accepted a system that works on demonizing the other person. And let me give you the trajectory. You know where that thing came from? No. It came from our coup d'etat past. So watch very carefully. Achampon was doing some good things. But if I've overthrown him and I continue, then there's no rationalization for the coup. Because if I'll continue what he did, they were doing something good, so why did I throw him away? So I discontinue everything, discredit everything. We transition to democracy. I'm not doing the same thing.
Exactly.
So President Mahama made one of the most, I was involved in designing the e-blocks. One of the most amazing and impactful intervention in education after Kwame Nkrumah's GET schools. That built Laboni, Accra Academy, Accra High. You say they have the same design. Some were reproduced in the other regions, St. Louis and the rest. Then President Mahama does such an intervention where there's a complete school with laboratories, staff quarters, headmasters, bungalow, canteen. Somebody comes and discontinues it. Today we have 111 hospitals. One has been completed. Many have been started. Watch how many will be done. Cheap compounds were abandoned because we picked that culture that the only way we can prove that somebody's government was useless is that condemn everything he did wholesale.
Wow.
That is why we can have Dr. Nimoy Thompson come and sit down, do NDPC, National Development Plan. We throw it away. Then we come with what did Mr. Akufo-Addo come with? Something Ghana without Ghana beyond age. And then it didn't work. Before NDPC, oh please forget about that.
Tell you,
before NDPC came, Kufo also brought.
No, he didn't get it first.
I know what people to laugh. You know, and then Mr. Kufo came before NDPC, said that golden age of business. The gold didn't appear. NDPC, now Dr. Nimoy Thompson is back because we come and say SS4, SS3. We keep playing with things up and down because puppet masters are controlling us. It is time for our leaders to sit down and say, listen, we have been doing the same thing and getting results that are not working. What can we do that suits the African context and works for Africa? You told us about the fact that in China and other places, they'll let you buy water, but they'll let you pay. They'll give you the tea for free because it will slim you down. There's a national agenda. We can't use the money to solve diabetes, high blood pressure, and all these type of things. Why can't we just take those concerted decisions? That's all.
I see.
That's all.
Well, we had to allow this so that we can have a good conversation on this. But
I'm very I'm a Pan-Africanist, so forgive me. African issues, they really eat me up.
I am too.
From Christianity to governance. I can also enter the Christianity angle.
Yeah, we'll get there. Maybe when just ask returns will come there.
No, not even from the theological perspective. But even the same charismatism. Do you know that if people like Idahosa and Papa Nick had not branded African charismatism the way we are doing it today, would have ended up in a mess?
Exactly.
I'm telling you. Because see, there's something.
And when we get a little bit
we believe that there are demons here. Papa Nick has not reneged on it, irrespective of AI. The prayer summit, you hear demons being bound. But we are following people whose doctrine are like, Charlie, advancement, so we don't call people a witch. It's backward. There are witches here. We will bind them. We will bind them. We will cast them out in the name of Jesus Christ.
No, in the name of He who died and laid in the grave.
And arose triumphantly on the third day. We believe in casting, and we believe the people rolling and manifesting. We believe in it.
I like this. Anyways,
it will do teaching small, binding small.
That's right. That's right. Well, quickly before we go to the 17-year-old wanted for killing Ghanaian immigrant, I think just by education as well, or if you like reaffirmation, the 4-year term of the president of Ghana, if we want to change it, it would take. Yes, it can be amended, but it's an entrenched position in the provision in the Constitution. So he has.
I'm not saying. I only gave an example.
No, I'm saying that all of us, if you want,
I'm sure somebody's contemplating a rebate. I was just.
That's how to do it. It cannot be done arbitrarily, if you like. Let's get on to the next one. But of course, thank you very much, both of you, for I mean, these are debatable things we cannot do on television. Maybe when we go out, we could. There are quite a number of them that might insult the sensitivity.
But that is the problem. We're supposed to be doing it on television.
No, but because we are guided by the ethics ethics
the
of
ethics
the
of the
You
job.
cannot go
We can't do
certain-
And
certain.
who brought the ethics of the job? This is not the same white man.
No, this one is being said by Dominion TV.
Not even that one.
Policy directions.
Yes, exactly.
And the rules of engagement.
Exactly. Canada. Let's go to Canada now. A 17-year-old wanted for killing Ghanaian immigrant in shooting. Canadian police have issued a warrant for the arrest of 17-year-old suspect in connection with a brazen shooting that claimed the life of a Ghanaian woman and injured a man in downtown Hamilton. In a statement released on Saturday, the police identified the suspect as Makale Lavelle. He's wanted for second-degree murder and 2 counts of attempted murder in relation to the incident which occurred on Friday, July 11th at approximately 5:25 p.m. According to police, Lavelle allegedly encountered a group of 3 individuals in a city's downtown area and opened fire, striking one of his intended targets. During the continued gunfire, 26-year-old Belinda Sarkodie, a bystander from Ghana, was fatally shot.
Wow. Yeah, still going back to what we were just talking a while ago. If you see how these whites and their policies on gun control.
That's right.
It's actually one of the main reasons we are seeing what we are seeing.
That's right.
I mean, the freedom without limitation. And whatever I feel is what I do. Oh, I feel like now it's not what is good or right. It's what I feel. I feel like sitting down. I feel like I'm a woman. I feel like I'm a monkey. I feel like I'm a crocodile. I mean, all this feeling. I remember one time I was having an interview with, somebody was having an interview with me, and the person talking, oh, but justice, that's what I feel. That's how I feel. I was there, I was getting more and more angry. I said, you know what, I feel like slapping your face. He said, why you slap? I said, but we are all respecting people's feelings. So respect my feeling to slap your face. You see? So these are some of the things that we should really solve it. And as you were saying, here in Ghana, gun control is becoming a problem, by the way.
We're getting there.
Nevertheless, you can still see it's still much controlled. As much as it's really becoming worse compared to before. If you also compare it with the West. And so I'm really hoping and praying that, when you talk about some of these things, the one who is dead, no matter what they would do to the guy who will be arrested, even if they kill him also, you can't bring the person back again. And my condolence to the family. That is the West. That's how they do their things. I used to make a joke, but it is so true that they say that every successful man, there's a woman behind. But in the U.S., every black man, there's a policeman behind. Always, the police are always after. And you see, this one, I am just hoping and praying that. It's also bad to say that. Whoever it is, if it's a white person who killed the black, it's still going to be, it's a white guy, yeah. It's still going to be watered down and just...
Because I'm surprised. A system that is touted to be a very good system where there are checks, constant checks. Somebody who committed a crime on the 11th, that's on Friday, till now, a 17-year-old is at large.
Well, that's where the problem is. I was laughing. Yeah. First, my sympathies to the Ghanaian family that has lost this person. If you remember, some Church of Pentecost taxi driver as well was attacked and killed by some young white folks like that in the U.S. Was it last year, a few years back? Yes. What have we heard of it? Okay. So media, what I always tell black people, sometimes we discuss it on my Achimota school page, and I say that, you see, you are like a chicken in the midst of hawks. We have a tree proverb that no matter how well the chicken dances, the hawk only sees its breakfast or its lunch or supper. So when you understand that you are a chicken in the midst of hawks, you just take good care of yourself. So what I can tell our friends that are especially in the West, and anywhere they are, that is not their hometown, their homeland, they should just exercise as much caution as possible and just pray that God's divine protection will be with them. The worst case scenario, the state will just find some compensation for you. Maybe they may be merciful to say, we'll regularize your stay, we'll make you a citizen. It will not bring the person back. But it is what it is. I mean, I've watched, do you know, I studied some statistics about arrests of the police in the US. You'll be surprised that more white people have shot the police when they have attempted to arrest them than blacks have done.
Of course.
And yet they've always used very little restraint when it was a white person they were arresting. You understand? So
I see.
It's like that. You see, I'm not a racist. I don't hate white people, but I believe, from the little history I've studied, I believe that they saw a people who were more civilized and more advanced in their thinking than them. And they realized the only way they can catch up is to destroy that civilization and make us students of their civilization, you know. And until we wake up to that realization, look, I saw yesterday on LinkedIn, right, one of the cities in Germany, I don't want to mention, they put the picture there, 1999 and 2019 on the, you know the difference? 2019, streets everywhere, lights, hard landscaping, and a small river by the side. In 2019, 2/3 of those streets have been turned to green areas. They've created a nice front by the water body, you know, reduced the hard landscaping and all that, shifted building lines backwards. Why? They want to live in harmony with nature. They want to make sure that they have longevity. Yet they came to tell us that we are living in harmony with nature and we are backward. Today we have Colgate Herbal, Colgate charcoal. Yet I remember when my mother,
the brand.
Sorry for the brand, sorry,
Okay,
because we have close up. Because we have close up. No, I'm not just using Colgate because people know that more popularly, but close up and all the other people, they all have herbal and charcoal now. What I'm saying is, I remember when my grandma would use the head of the cassava when she's peeled it off, and the charcoal and brush, you know, and I used to feel so dirty and so disrespected. Why was this woman doing this to me? What is this condescending thing? And sometimes weekends she would say, oh, you should use diawa. And I felt so offended. I didn't know how brainwashed I was. So I tell my children these stories, that when they ask you these questions in school, answer them and pass, but we are not who they tell you. That if what we wear as a henema, what Togbe wears is called native sandals, then the natives were not barefooted like you were told. When they came to meet our chiefs, they sat in states with umbrellas made from fabric, and they put on our own indigenous cloth, woven in our own established technology. There were no naked people living in caves. So write to pass the exam, but never forget who you are, because this is your real identity. And look, Koku, as I sit here, I've had many opportunities to be outside. If it is not to school or to go and take a rest, I can't see what in my life will make me leave this country. That's why whenever the things like Ayawaso West, Abdulkumanov and things happen, I panic because I can't live outside of Ghana. I cannot live a day where I can't smell my fechidechi, I can't smell my TZ, I can't smell my fufu and a punching cracker. No, I can't eat a cheke. It's not me. So please, let's know who we are. Let's be proud of who we are, and let's even our worship of God. Let's worship God in our own indigenous understanding that echoes and resonates with us.
Right. Well, I add more nothing, of course. We'll take a break at this point. When we come back, there's more to talk about some over 500 recruitments as done. The security services have been audited and some of them removed. University of Ghana also lifts ban on social gatherings amid improved COVID-19 situation. The students will not be happy with the school at all, also because they went against the New Patriotic Party's gathering to say that if we were stopped from our hall, whatever, everybody must be stopped. I'm not sure. We'll discuss all of that and more, including Ablikuma North and what the Ministry of the Interior seeks to do as we return from the break. Stay with us.
For the past 20 years, the Spirit of God inspired me and led me to take prayer to North America.
I cannot describe it. It's indescribable.
Recently, the Spirit of God inspired me that it is time to bring it back to Africa. It's time to bring it back home.
A global move is about to hit Ghana.
I came here today with something prophetic. That the heaven must open. Lord,
I stand on the anointing and I prophesy, break forth, break out of your boundary
by divine authority.
Global Prayer Work Summit. The world gathers in Accra to pray at the Prayer Cathedral Action Chapel International on Thursday, July 17th and Friday, July 18th at 9 a.m., 2 p.m. and 5:30 p.m. And on Saturday, July 19th at 7 a.m. for Morning Glory, at 9 a.m. 2 breakout sessions, leadership breakfast for ministry leaders and pastors, and the Next Gen Youth Empowerment session on self-transformation with Honorable Samuel Nate George and Honorable Francis Asensio Boachi. Soak deep worship from Joe Metal and Sandra Boachi Dia. Don't miss this divine moment. Remember, this is a free event. Don't miss your time and your spot. Register today and seal your seat in at gpwsummit.org.
Welcome back. Thank you very much for staying with us. Quite a number of issues we're discussing. Make sure you share your thoughts with us also on our live stream on Facebook and, of course, on YouTube, My Dominion TV. You can connect with us. Let us know what you think about the topics we're discussing today. Do we have some comments? Let me check whether we have some comments right here. Okay. Oh, okay. Alrighty. Watching Wake Up. This is Grace. Nebo says, watching Wake Up Africa live on DStv and Lines. Thank you for keeping us informed on Wake Up Africa. And this morning from Liberia. Okay.
Hey, wow.
Flora Nashida says, good morning, everyone in the studio. My name is Nashida. Nashida, yes. Righty. Okay. All right. So you can also drop your comments. Let us know what you have for us. Let's get on to the next story. My guest, I saw you, though. Dr. Justice Apiakubi. There's also Reverend Anaya Bafo Bonnie. Is anything you want to show me?
Yes, please. I just got information. The president has just scrapped full allowances and all that for appointees.
Hey.
I said, this is our president.
Okay.
If I will be giving access to Flasa this afternoon, I'll send him lunch.
Okay. All right.
Action.
So I would have to also let me do some verification.
This is the office of the president.
Yes.
Letterhead.
Yes. So
signed by Felix Kwachu Ofosu.
Yes.
So let production confirm for me.
Please do that. While we are that, let's get
fellow Ghanaians. Mamma mia.
Over 5 by
we are on air, so I can't somersault.
Exactly. Over 500 removed from security services after recruitment audit. More than 500 individuals have been removed from Ghana's security services following a government review that uncovered irregularities in recruitment processes conducted before and after the December 2024 general election. The announcement was made by Minister for Interior Muntaka Mubarak on Monday, July 14th, that was yesterday, during the maiden edition of the Government Accountability Series in Accra. According to the minister, a special committee reviewed the records of approximately 5,200 recruits across key security agencies and discovered that hundreds did not meet the basic entry requirements. The affected institutions include Ghana Police, about 320 disqualified, Ghana Immigration Service, roughly 730 removed, Narcotics Control Commission, around 50 affected. Mr. Muntaka explained that the review was prompted by public outcry over alleged irregularities in recruitment advertisement or advertisements, depending on whether you're American or in English.
Depends on the school you graduated from.
No, it's American and in English. Released in August 2024, just months before the elections. The minority in parliament.
This thing that happened, who is the one behind it?
The previous administration.
Yesterday, he mentioned that people with big bellies like this, they are in the police. So it was a preemptive. I don't know, it was prophesied.
To favor political lawyers. Look, I think this is where, as much as you want to share, this is where I'm coming from. I don't know why we are this wicked to ourselves. Of all the places that you want to favor people, you've not done background checks, you don't know who they are. It is the security services that are readily available. You see old videos of other politicians saying that people they use to perpetrate violence during elections
when they are
must
they
be
come
admitted
to power, they absorb
to national security. It tells of the kind of people we are, and it's clearly it's not any doing of American or whatever. It's just the people we are. And so I am worried that you will not give them education, but you want them to be in the security services, and that has been my biggest worry. Anyone at all?
I think is both governments though.
Exactly my point. That's my point.
Both governments, and I think using those things to give them favors and let them. I mean, how in the world do you give with the greatest of respect, a mentally challenged person a gun?
Exactly.
Come and be your security of your house. So at the end of the day, it's going to backfire and can hurt us. And so I'm really glad that they're doing. My fear though, Rev, is that those people who are, sometimes you see some movies, some guys, they are not doing well in the American military, they removed and they become a group and they come and fight the people. I'm hoping and praying that now they've learned how to hold guns. You are not going to bring them in the system and they are going to cause even more problem for us. And so I'm not sure what Muntaka should do to them. Not just throw them away, but maybe find something less important than our national security and fire service and all those places. So that's what I'm thinking. Another basic thing, I want to call it a basic requirement, entry requirement. I hope also that if it's just an academic thing, maybe our TVs or whatever, we can train them to become what they're supposed to become, and if you bring them back, because it's really the government is there to help the people, not to dismiss people. And so I'm just praying that all these people that are being removed, they will, just like the Galamsey people, that we are stopping them so we can find something for them to do. The same also we can do. Because if you give them, if you make them an idle hands, definitely the devil will find something for them to do. And it's not going to be good for us. Now that they've learned how to use guns and stuff.
I mean, I partly agree with your assertion on the fact that they've been exposed to security operations and how to use some of these guns and all that. So yes, they can become some sort of threats to society. They can even join armed gangs and all that, especially understanding some of the operational things the police and all they do and all that. But the reality also is that, again, I mean, not to play the devil's advocate, but again, I feel that it comes from, again, the kind of democratic system that we have gone to adapt for ourselves, you see. Because when things are done on merit, it does not matter who is in power. But the problem with the African, not just the politician, generally, is that when we have access and we want to help people, we don't ask that they get the help on merit. Because we don't want some relatives, some friends, somebody to come and say, oh, what I say, Charlie, this is your son, and he didn't help him. So me, as a matter of principle, anybody I extend help to, first I ask, where do you want the help? Then I go there and I ask, what are the requirements? And I'll be honest to tell you that the requirements you have, you can't get the help. I've had people who have come to see me. They say, oh, Charlie, that time you mentioned that you have some friends who are senior guys in the police service. I said, oh yeah, one of my seniors in Akito, he was here, blah, blah. And I ask you, how old are you? I'm 28. I said, the cutoff age is 25, 26. You can't enter. I will not even bother to tell you to bring your documents. People think I'm mean, I'm this. It's your own cup of tea. Another principle I have as a person is that wherever I help people secure opportunity, I tell the helper that if they flout your rules, don't call me for a meeting. Sack them the way you will sack every other employee. Because if we were to be calling everybody's uncle, father, and pastor, why will you get time to do your work? You understand what I'm saying? So the issue is not so much about democracy as having to do with people and their principles. Because mind you, even in the so-called developed democracies, these same nepotism things are going on. There are people that have secured presidential pardons for crimes they have done, which everybody knows is wrong, because they are either a president's nephew, son, cousin, or married to a president's son or something like that. Even in the so-called advanced democracies, it's just our human nature that is playing, and we must purge ourselves from these things. Because if there are 500 of them, 500 vacancies have been created. Mr. Muntaka and the heads of these agencies will have to fill it up. What he must prove to us as a sign that he has learned from this is that he must make sure the stringent measures are followed, even if you want to put in party folk. So that party person is there knowing that I am here not because my government is in power, but because I merit this, and even if it was MPP, PPP, I will still merit it. Let me give you my own example of the former office where I was working. I happen to have applied to my former office the time when President Kufuor was in power. I had a relative who was very highly positioned in the government, so well positioned that every morning he has to go to the president's house to brief him. Sometimes he will even tell me the area where he was in charge of something. Let's assume, let's say it was, let's say fuel. I don't want to mention the area. He'll tell me, Nana, Charlie, try and buy enough because by the weekend, I'm going to recommend increase. You know, and I felt so good. I had foreknowledge, word of knowledge. It was so nice. Once he was taking me, he was giving me a ride, and he said, you have to get down here. I'm going to talk to the president. I felt so good, you know. And then I had finished service. I wanted to work where my former office was. I'd applied through national service. And then he took me to the MD's office. We bypassed everything straight up. He said, this my nephew wants to work here. Please check through and make sure that he meets the criteria. He's applied to the national service. We're hoping they'll post him. Fortunately or unfortunately, national service posted me there without his influence. My boss embraced me. Guess what? By the time national service was over, my head of department came to see me that he has gone to see management that he will retain me. On what basis? Not because my uncle brought me. I was determined to prove myself. And I said, but I have to do an interview. He said, don't worry, to be a walk in the park. Koku, I over-prepared. As I'm talking to you today, my former office has it on record. When my boss came to tell me, he said, the highest score anybody has ever scored in this organization since it was set up in 1972 has your name on it. The day I was resigning, my boss bowed down his head. When he lifted up, he said there were tears in his eyes. I said, sir, why? I said, it's not that others can't do what you do, but there's a passion you bring, and we'll miss it in this place. That is what I am talking about, whether it is your government or not. Look, ever since my uncle's name was mentioned as acting Chief Justice, Koku, I am extra careful. I drive like a tortoise. Bypass me. I won't jump like. See, because I don't want you to even pick my driver's license. Now, Papa, acting Chief Justice, now, no, because it will hurt me if his name should come into the graphic. Look at what his nephew is doing in town. So it puts a burden, but somebody too will see it on the flip side. Now we are the untouchables. Yeah, man.
Also.
Charlie, I don't go throwing and dropping names. I don't even remember the last time I spoke to him on phone or in person. We've not spoken in a very long while. And sometimes when he is in a place of prominence, I even step back for that reason. Yeah. My son's school they went for an excursion at the Supreme Court. I told him, when you go, be invisible. People ask, your name. So I asked him, did you see your grandpa? Said, they were in a session. I said, thank God they were in a session. I don't even want that. When I even know somebody in government, I don't want to do government contract. Give me private stuff to do. Because, so we must be careful not to put people in leadership in a place where they are under pressure to be nepotistic. That's right. And when we are in that place, let's help our people by all means. But the first help is help the person to qualify. That's right. Help them to qualify. Exactly.
Anyways, politicians, please, hands off this protocol thing. Do protocol with everything. MPs will take 50,
even 50, if the
50.
protocol is there, they must meet criteria. You see, that is because after the protocol, we can't get rid of it. There's a reason why it is there. You understand what I'm saying? Anyway. There's a reason why it is there because sometimes the people even in your constituency, they Charlie. And it also brings about the regional balance. Can you imagine? Because there are some regions, they would never come close to somewhere like prison's headquarters to even come and pick a form. But if the MP's office says that, look, I have some 10 slots, apply. Do your vetting stringently at that constituency level. Screen them well. So when you take them and go and give to Ghana prisons or go and give them to fire service, they now see that Charlie, honorable Kokus people he has brought, they are solid. Can you imagine how proud this person will feel? The one who sent the man who has been promoted to Lance Corporal for refusing to accept the bribe in the army. Right. Whoever sent, you'll be feeling so good. I'm sure you call the minister. You see what my boy has done. When I bring boys, I know what I'm talking about. Right. But can you imagine he's going to collect 1 billion van and going to hide it somewhere? It's so honorable double brought him. You'll be so ashamed. double.
Anyways, well, this connected to the most recent, of course, it was posted on the Minister for Government Communications X page 16 minutes ago. That's when I checked. I think by now it should be 20-something minutes ago. And President, and it's called, of course, the heading, that's what Reverend Nana Bafoboni showed us. President Mahama scraps fuel allowance allocation to appointees. President John Dramani Mahama has, effective immediately, directed the cancellation of payment of fuel allowances and allocation of fuel to all political appointees, full stop. The directive forms part of a broader curve in government expenditure aimed at cutting costs and channeling public funds into priority areas. Full stop. The president believes that leadership must also bear its part of the sacrifice.
Thank you.
It is calling on the people to make the latest court-casting measures follow sweeping reductions in the size of government through the appointment of fewer ministers and presidential office staff. Other measures have included stopping satellite TV subscriptions for offices at the presidency and other government facilities, signed by Felix Kwachi Ofosu, MP, spokesperson of the president, Minister Government Communications. Producer, if we finish, you play me. When we finish the show, that's what we are going to dance to.
It's a very good precursor to the National Prayer Work Summit.
I tell you.
The prayer is working.
It's working.
The prayer is working. I can close now. I'm too happy.
Then the right song is that one. The right song, is it working? It's working.
It's working.
I'm so happy, Goku. I'm happy here. It's not about politics. We are freely sharing our thoughts.
We are, because you're about to reintroduce the energy sector levy. I mean, what you...
Yeah, so they will pay some. You remember the day I came here, I said that I don't have a problem with the levy.
We know, nobody has.
But it should not absolve anybody.
That's right.
Let's all contribute to nation building.
Right.
And I'm happy the president has done it. Yeah. Just at the point of implementation.
For me,
please, do you know his address? I want to buy him lunch.
Oh, no, it's fine.
He said give it to me.
Then you will pay 2 CDs.
You see this on a lighter note as well. There are people who always, the other gender, they give a lot of fuel coupons to them and all of that. And some of us were always jealous because we cannot get to.
You can get if you were into the Botox business.
No, I will never.
Because you are very handsome.
In Jesus' name.
You are very handsome.
In Jesus' name, God forbid. So, Mr. President, we thank you. We are grateful. grateful.
We are grateful.
God bless you.
We are
Continue
grateful.
to move mountains.
Oh.
Move it in a way that...
And live long.
Let it be moved. Live long means you want him to go for another...
No. At least the 4 years. President Mills was on track and was, cut in the middle of it. So may God grant him length of days.
That's right.
So that his vision will be continued.
Right.
You know? It takes an exit of a leader for it to know that his successor is not necessarily the same.
That's right.
You know, so
and if it has to last, let it last so that it enters the next regime.
I believe it must be removed when we stop paying the energy sector levy.
Okay, so that it goes back to them.
So if we remove it,
as far as
then the levy has. Thank you for the world so sweet. I love you. When is your birthday?
It's gone next year.
Remind me to host you at movie.
I know. Anyway, so Bank of Ghana outlines activities for CD at 60 anniversary. The Bank of Ghana has aligned a series of events to celebrate 60th anniversary of the CD, which falls on July 19, 2025. The activities will start with a launch event at the Accra International Conference Center in August, themed 60 years of the CD, a symbol of sovereignty, stability, and economic resilience. This will be followed by an activity in collaboration with the National Museum of Science and Technology, as well as mobile museum exhibitions. This is what I was excited about. There will also be a stakeholder engagement on cash handling, keep the city clean, currency life cycle chart, currency process, and the security features Know the City. In September, the Bank of Ghana will embark on community outreach forums to engage stakeholders in an interactive dialogue roadshows named the City Week. In October, the Bank of Ghana will commence a student engagement and organize essay competitions on the currency-themed CD First. The Bank of Ghana will in November mark CD at 60th anniversary at the Accra International Conference Center, which will be hosted in partnership with the Currency Research Department. The activities will end with a Thanksgiving service in December 2020.
So what's the end game? What's the purpose of all that?
Well, I think I was explaining...
Maybe if I could make a contribution.
Please tell me.
Do you know something that excites me about all the things you have read?
Please tell me.
If you like, I can go back and read it again. About 75 to 80% of the activities are geared towards education.
That's right.
You see, and this is what our celebrations should be about.
Target, exactly.
Because it's an opportunity for us to get the people's attention and to send a message, not to splash cash. So if you see most of what they are doing, it will take very little expenditure. And all the focus is handling of the CD.
That's right.
Putting the CD first. As a competition around the CD. Community engagement.
Right.
You know, to get the Ghanaian to think Ghana. Please, do you know the governor's office? I want to buy him lunch as well.
Yes.
You see, when I see...
They have money power.
Not that, just 10 Sri Lanka. Because, you see, when I see government appointees who have caught... You know, there's a book that Howard Mills wrote called Catch the Anointing. See, they've caught the anointing and the spirit of the leader.
That's right.
Then I'm very happy. Right. You see that he's resonating
with
and he's dancing to the tune of the drums the presidency is playing.
Yeah. So
to catch the people's attention. Yeah. What is inflation? Talk about it. What makes us have inflation? What is your contribution as a citizen? Why is the money defaced?
That's right.
Look, I have handled dollars. I'm yet to see a dollar that has become as dirty as any Ghana city.
I hear they will
No. And in fact, now, like for example, if you have, I'm not giving you just an example.
Yes.
Okay. Now the dollar has become.
Oh, you have some here.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, he's always having. So that security.
How can you see? Okay.
No, I mean no. See you.
Somebody can come and attack you for
$100 attacking me. I'm going to pay my child's school fees. I called the guy to come. The time he arrived, he's already changed to city. So please don't come. It's already about to change. So this is the one that it has value. There's one, the same one, or even new. Koku,
with a small head.
Yeah, they will give you lower distance.
Exchange rate, yeah.
And it has to be, if you go to bank, like this one, even this one, you see how it's scrambled like that. Yeah. Bank might not accept it. I'm telling you.
Because they set standards. So that's what Bank of Ghana is trying to do.
Okay. And also the issue, I think I responded to this to someone, and I just cast my mind back to, I don't know which first lady was that. I think the US has a day where they celebrate the flag. Right?
They hoist it, yeah.
Hoist it, of course.
I think their independence.
There's a day, and somebody was asking, I don't know if it was Donald Trump at the time, who was asking, what's this whole thing about? But I wrote and I responded because somebody asked this, and we have to honor legacy. We've got to preserve our history. People have got to know where we've come from. We have got to learn from the past as well. We've got to acknowledge the struggles and the sacrifices with the CD, and most importantly, create a sense of continuity, especially when we have to move. If we are still going to stay with the CD, then we have to let people know that this is our treasure. How do we treasure it? How do we always work? Because there are people who want to earn in dollars because of what people are being told.
Exactly.
If today we can de-dollarize our economy, according to a lot of
pressure will go down.
That is what
pressure will go down.
So if you continually do this, why not? A lot of people will come to the fore.
I get it, and if I don't get it, forget about it.
You know, I really commend. It's not even the anniversary, but the content on the timetable. I mean, if how you've read it is how I understand, and how understanding is what the Bank of Ghana is trying to do. I really appreciate it, and I commend the governor for that. And I think all of Ghana should rally. In fact, if they had the resources, I would have even pleaded that the district assemblies should be engaged with the governor, so that on those days where they do the educational fora, you know, this their public affairs department with so many 2,000 and whatever staff, they should get into their cars and get into the district. And let's have some of these conversations.
That would have been good.
Especially the way we handle our currency, and then how we think our little insignificant acts does not impact the value of the currency. You know, there are people that actually have been angry. Those are the border towns who exchange money. They've been angry ever since the dollar became the Ghana.
A lot of my friends are
so pissed off.
A lot of them.
I don't get it.
You are not in our shoes. That's
exactly. Allow us to play local. We are still thinking global. Let's play local. Thank you for the ones who sweet. Thank you for the ones who sweet. Anyways, let's do our last story, I guess. Do we do Boku, right? Majority Leader and Member of Parliament for Boku Central, Mahama Yariga, has strongly condemned the conduct of the military personnel in Boku following the destruction of a revered statue and reports of violent assaults on civilians. In a statement issued on July 14, 2025, Mr. Ayariga expressed deep concern over the alleged demolition of a statue of the Zungran of the Kusog traditional area, Asigri Abugrago Azoka II, reportedly carried out by members of the Ghana Armed Forces. I condemn in no uncertain terms the unacceptable act of destruction of the statue of the Zugran of the Kusog traditional area, Asigri Abugrago Azoka II, by some military personnel. He stressed that such acts only serve to deepen tension in an already fragile security environment. And this is just what we are seeing. Look, there are a lot of acts that are being committed in Boku. One cannot choose and pick what the military. I'm not saying that what the revered MP is saying is not what it is, but the military has also faced its own challenges where people, their own personnel, have been unalived, and quite a number of things have been done to them. And we need to douse this fire. I don't know.
For Boku's situation, I've been saying it over and over again. That for me...
no, of course, I would even go for that, because we cannot really think about it.
I really think...
we have to pray.
For peace to prevail in certain places, they need a Prince of Peace.
That's right.
Seriously.
That's right.
Because it looks like the thing is so deep. It's so deep because it goes, comes. I mean, it's becoming some kind of way. So I'm just really praying that maybe some serious bulldozers will be organized by Reverend Bibi to just lead us to go to Boko.
Yeah, and
just break some strongholds.
Pray.
You want to Africanize what I said?
Yes. So thank you very much. So then the psychologists will do their psychological whatever. Let's do a holistic thing for them, because the sad thing is that they are all brothers and sisters, even biologically.
That's right.
You see, and the Bible says that the closer friend's offense is deeper or something like that. When somebody offends, like for example, you're walking on the street and somebody meets you and say, "You stupid man," you'll be angry, blah, 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 but after you arrive home, you forget. Right. But if your wife or your son says that, you will always be behind. Yeah. So. Yeah. I think it need a holistic approach to the thing, and to me, one of the things that we've not been doing is intentionally really deal with the spiritual aspect of the whole thing.
I agree.
Yeah, so I'll look at the physical aspects. I feel very sorry for the honorable member of parliament, you see, because he's one of the most conflicted persons in this situation, you know, because his maternal side is on one side of the conflict and his paternal side is on one side of the conflict. So it is always very difficult for him to make comments because no matter how well intended the comments are, one side will always say he has betrayed the other. If, for instance, this Azoka, great king statue, is on his paternal side, I don't know, his maternal side will feel betrayed. You know that, yeah, that they have slapped somebody you didn't see. You are fighting for inanimate object statue. You know, So sometimes I feel very sorry because when he's also quiet, it's that you have come to power, you are not minding us. When he also speaks, why are you on this side and all that? And much as nothing has happened to him, I will extend condolences to him really because he's in a very bad situation. That's right. Unfortunately, our Minister of Interior is also a Northerner. He may not come from there. You see, so then when he also makes an intervention, they want to find out this his wife. You know, people are very funny in our society where we are all so interconnected through marriage and migration. See, so it's a very difficult, and you know, our former defense minister also was a Northerner, so he struggled a lot dealing with this particular issue. Nitu, you know, because immediately, so I don't know why the presidents keep appointing somebody from that part of the North when they have to be involved in
but the defense
solving.
is not from the...
No, what I'm saying is that our immediate past North, the defense minister. So if this thing is this soldiers thing, they would have said, he's on one side. Now, interior minister is from the North, police and things are under him. They went there, they chased the police and stoned them. If he tries to do something now, no, hey, he's on this side. Majority leader is speaking. I'm very sure that one side is very angry by now that they are beating our people. You are talking about statue, concrete, and iron rods. You understand? And there's a way people's minds work. So people of Bok, we beg you. We don't have 2 or 3 Ghanaians. You are siblings. We are begging you. We are begging in the name of God because schools and the pupils there are being set back. Banks and things will not open. Hospitals will not open. It's almost like drinking poison and hoping the next person will die.
I know a lawyer who was, there's a tribute that was said, paid by his brother.
Yeah, at his funeral. In fact, I was broken when I watched it. And he ended the speech by saying, shame on you.
That's right.
Shame on you. And I felt hurt that it had to be said in the church. And he said, we are in God's presence, but I can't forgive. Maybe I will in future, but I can't forgive. Then you could see a broken man. And this was a breadwinner who, after excelling, looked back and lifted everybody up. You know, and such a light is dimmed. You know, and it hurts when I hear people like Reverend Stu sometimes talking. It's very, you see, he speaks from a place of great pain. I remember once I watched him preach somewhere, and he said, when people trivialize the North thing, they don't have any land, they don't have any resources, can't they just make peace? He said, you don't understand our traditions and our cultures because there's a story. It's not about what bothers you in the South. It's not what bothers us up there because what you call trivial is the very air we breathe. But when they said that, they decided that this conflicts, I'll be very measured in my public commentary, you know. So please, and I'm also praying that our Interior Minister, Honorable Muntaka, will find the courage to deal with the Ablekuma issues as they arose. Because when I saw that he said he would deal with it, I had a little laugh in my heart. You see, then committees are set up. White papers are issued. If we will be honest, we'll find out later that if we didn't send the tax, it's somebody we know, somebody we respect, somebody we love, and then we also can't sacrifice them in a certain way. Then it becomes a tit for tat. Look at how, for the very first time in our history, I think our former president did a great job that at least there was a committee set to investigate the infraction. Most times, nothing is done. You see, portions were picked and chosen. I don't know whether President Mahama would take it one notch higher as I'm watching him doing this, you know, and let's bring an end to some of. But when I see these things, I become worried though, because you see, when your children are young, you can be hiding with them in the bush. Me, my rabbi will say, "Daddy, I want to wee," and they'll come and catch us. And you see, I don't have adult children. So when we are hiding, you say, "Daddy, I want to poo," and they will come for us. So please, we beg fellow Ghanaians that in Boko, whether in Ablekumanov, we are going to Akwetia soon.
Right.
Please, it is just 4 years of political whatever to serve our people.
That's all.
Don't let us do this to ourselves. We beg.
I see. Well, Reverend Xavier Demoji says, wow, I'm enjoying the news review. President Mahama all the way. Nina Kaus gives us fire emoji. McComnen Hell also says, amen. Grace Nebo says, thanks. Okay, right. So, I wanted to say something.
Please do.
I think it really has to do with, I forgot this. All right. The National ISO, it may be on a light note, but finally, I was thinking that we could have had a National Reconciliation Commission after Akufo-Addo left office, because you see there was a lot of hurt in the system. And the reason I say this is that people went into this particular election knowing that the said lady in the center of the controversy did things against them. And because there was no conversation, there was no forgiveness. It's like you find people saying, who is she? Treat her the way she treated our people. So there must always be a platform to reconcile.
But do you know where that came from? Do you remember the Tripoli situation where we actually saw on live TV, some NDC folks hold gun and they shot openly. It was captured on camera. I remember those days. Anytime Kwame Sefaka will call DStv CH, say, I'm on my way to the office. I'm not going. When I get there, I'll brief you on the state of. Right. You see, so what you are saying is so true. Yeah. When the things happen, remember the Western region also where those 8 people were shot and killed in cold blood, point blank by the police. So you are so right. When the things happen, and we don't have conversations around them for people to get the thing out of their system, they feel that it is also our time. We too must pepper them. So when I saw Sam George's comment, I was so broken because I saw how he was slapped, how he was brutalized. But you see, he forgot that he represents a person like President Mahama who would never pass such a comment under the most, what was he not called? The incompetent one. What name was he not? Never once did you hear him retort. Papano, and that Papano was, it was the lowest of the low. Yes. The lowest of the low, because it had to do with morality. It could have destroyed his marriage. Exactly. You understand? But he took all these things in his stride. So I think that you are right. There must be some national dialogue which will go back and track all this election violence. Yes. Let people speak. Where there might be compensation, not just prosecution, compensation. People need to see counselors like Reverend has recommended for the whole family to be healed. And let us pledge as a people, not just with a signed document, but with a real commitment that never again. Because look, Koku, one day this thing will spill over. One day it will spill over. You remember when there was a conflict like that in the north? I don't know whether it was the Boku one or the Mampusi one, where they were fighting and the community down south also broke into a fight. That's right. If you remember. Yes. You see, because somebody will get a call, Charlie, your cousin has been butchered at the back with a machete. Then you remember that, this guy I work with at the factory is also from this other side. Let me also go and cut off his ankle. So please, fellow Ghanaians. Right. Fellow Ghanaians, my brothers and sisters, fellow countrymen.
Reverend Anaya Bafubon is an architect by profession, is a pastor with the Eagles Network International Ministries. Dr. Justice Apia Kubi is a development expert dean for Dominion Theological Seminary. We'll take a break at this point. There's sports coming up, and there's a conversation also on mental health. You want to stay with us?
Everything is working for my sake. Let's go. Children of God. 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 Will you shout hallelujah? Shout hallelujah to the Lord Most High. Let's go.
Spirit of God inspired me and led me to take prayer to North America.
I cannot describe it. It's indescribable.
Recently, the Spirit of God inspired me that it is time to bring it back to Africa. It's time to bring it back home.
A global move is about to hit Ghana.
I came here today with something prophetic. That the heaven must open. Lord,
I stand on the anointing and I prophesy, break forth, break out of your boundary
by divine authority.
Global Prayer Work Summit. The world gathers in Accra to pray at the Prayer Cathedral Action Chapel International on Thursday, July 17th and Friday, July 18th at 9 a.m., 2 p.m. and 5:30 p.m. and on Saturday, July 19th at 7 a.m. for Morning Glory, at 9 a.m. 2 breakout sessions, leadership breakfast for ministry leaders and pastors, and the Next Gen Youth Empowerment session on self-transformation with Honorable Samuel Nate George and Honorable Francis Asensio Boachi. Soak deep worship from Joe Metal and Sandra Boachi Dia. Don't miss this divine moment. Remember, this is a free event. Don't miss your time and your spot. Register today and seal your seat in at gpwsummit.org.
Are you ready for the drama? Come on, hey, I'm trying. Come on, everybody, let's go. Come on. Hey, come on, everybody, I'm trying. Come on, I'm trying. Hey, I'm trying. Come on.
I don't know, like, it's going to be lit and you don't want to miss it. So I want you to take, I mean, while we're on break, just think of what you do, whether you be there in person, you join online. Charlie, make a decision before we return, because Global Prayer Work Summit is going to be lit on lit on lit. All right, let's go for a break. We'll be back.
For purchases, distributions, bulk supply, and export, call us now or WhatsApp +2 332 4489 2413 or +2 3354 0288 Email us at info@northstoneltd.com or medshay@gmail.com. Medshay, the natural way to keep mosquitoes away. This advert is approved by FDA.
Greetings, welcome to Bishop G Live.
Get ready for the supernatural.
You can be a believer and it still looks like your life makes no sense whatsoever. We're gonna give you the most important key to help you discover your purpose in life. If you miss the glory of God, you've missed everything.
Join Bishop Gregory Toussaint from Miami, Florida, USA. Bishop G Live every weekday at 7:30 p.m. only on Dominion TV.
Surprise. Why? I knew the dramatic appearance would excite everyone.
I've been looking for you for a very long time.
Why are you so intimidated?
But just complain that I'm fat.
But you are fat.
Here is my son.
Give me what I want and I will set you free.
Stop! Jesus has set me free. Yes, Lord.
For the past 20 years, the Spirit of God inspired me and led me to take prayer to North America.
I cannot describe it. It's indescribable.
Recently, the Spirit of God inspired me that it is time to bring it back to Africa. It's time to bring it back home.
A global move is about to hit Ghana.
I came here today with something prophetic. That the heaven must open. Lord,
I stand on the anointing and I prophesy, break forth, break out of your boundary
by divine authority.
Global Prayer Work Summit. The world gathers in Accra to pray at the Prayer Cathedral Action Chapel International on Thursday, July 17th and Friday, July 18th at 9 a.m., 2 p.m. and 5:30 p.m. and on Saturday, July 19th at 7 a.m. for morning glory, at 9 a.m. 2 breakout sessions, leadership breakfast for ministry leaders and pastors, and the next gen youth empowerment session on self-transformation with Honorable Samuel Nate George and Honorable Francis Asensio Boachi. Soak deep worship from Joe Metal and Sandra Boachi Dia. Don't miss this divine moment. Remember, this is a free event. Don't miss your time and your spot. Register today and seal your seat in at gpwsummit.org.
Still
on the old My DStv app. Time to make the switch. And yes, it's as easy as it sounds. Just download the new My DStv app and log in as you normally would. Everything you need is right there. Your account, your settings, your offers. It's a smoother way to pay, upgrade, reconnect, or clear errors. All in fewer steps. No hassle, just more control in less time. Download the new My DStv app, made to make it easy.
We go around just making statements that are not even biblical. God reveals to redeem. It's not in the Bible. God reveals so we can walk, so we can enforce the word of God and the scriptures over the enemy's intent.
Any hope and expectation the enemy has concerning your family and your loved one, by the eternal blood of Jesus, we override that hope. We override that expectation. Put your hands together and override it.
The Voice of Inspiration, weekdays and Saturdays at 8:30 p.m. only on Dominion TV.
Welcome. Thank you very much indeed for your time away from sports, away from the news review segment. Let's have a very good conversation. From yesterday we started talking about some learning disabilities. Today, let's get into something that I think the only time when mental health issues come up, we think about the extreme. It is when people are mad and they're on the streets, they don't have control, they cannot manage their lives anymore, they are talking anyhow and all of that on their own, not conversing with their own spirit and soul and all of that. That's what you think about. But look, there's a stage, there must always be a stage before getting to that point. And if we can control it, manage it, and especially in Africa where we say, oh, mental health is for rich people. It's people who have time and money. That's when they say they are going to see therapists. Let's have a very, very, very good conversation this morning. Dr. Leanne Dede Sika-Boateng is a specialist psychiatrist at the Accra Psychiatric Hospital. Let's talk about how to prioritize your mental health, right? Thank you very much, Doc, for your time.
Thank you.
It's good. Yeah, it's good to have you. Is she also part of your team?
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Right. In the days of fake doctrines and I'm sure you've got to pick your fake one. But of course, thank you very, very much for coming. Let's start off the conversation. I've seen it firsthand where I'm looking at a mother who, I don't know whether it was, as far as I was born, as long as I was born, that was when everything went off. Yeah. She's gone through, so if I am 30-something years, she's been 30-something years suffering. People say probably it's postpartum depression, from heartbreaks from my father, I'm sure as well, all combination all from you. And from me as well. And my head, the way my head was formed and all. But I'm saying that this is the extreme. Yeah. How does this start? And what exactly is this whole phenomenon about?
Okay, so before we start this conversation, it's very important for us to know what mental health is.
That's right.
So mental health is a state of well-being where you are able to realize your own potentials, you are able to cope with the normal stresses of life, you're able to work productively, learn well, able to contribute to the society.
Okay.
So if you're able to do all of this, then you have a good mental health or you have a good mental well-being. Now every time you are thinking, it is us versus them. They have a problem, I don't have a problem. But it's a continuum. So someone can be at the green end today and then at the red end another time. Right. All because of their mental state at every point in time. Now, 1 out of 5 Ghanaians may have a mental illness or a disorder at one point in their life. So it's important to know that it can happen to anyone at any age, with any gender, at any point in their life. And for what she was saying, sometimes after birth, people can have postpartum depression, postpartum psychosis. There are lots of things that can happen. Sometimes due to the hormonal imbalances, and sometimes they could already have an underlying problem, and then now it's coming back. So maybe the person was already depressed way before and wasn't picked up and got better, and then now it's delivered, the depression is back, and now it's not being treated. So now things are adding up to it. You are getting sick, we are seeing things, hearing things, not doing well, all because it's not picked up early and you are not brought to the hospital early. So that is the basis for knowing what mental health and mental well-being is.
I see.
Yeah.
I mean, your response or answer to the what is mental health as a well-being tells me that there's just a thin line between you being okay one moment and the second moment something has just triggered you.
Right.
Yeah.
It's quite interesting.
So it's a continuum. Yeah.
But at what point do we go and see the doctor? Because you see, I mean, Koku is talking about how does this start, and then we're also looking at the extreme, which is, I mean, we don't want to get there.
Okay.
But at what point should you start to? I mean, because one, I'm talking from a Christian perspective.
Yeah.
We're told to have faith, be bold in the face of trial. We're going through it. How are you doing? Oh, I'm victorious in the name of Jesus.
I'm on top and taking charge.
Yes. You know, and then we're living through challenges. Two, we are in Africa.
Yeah.
It's hot. I'm sorry, but it's hot in our pocket. It's hot everywhere, right? And then there are so many things happening. Motion, everything is just clumped up. And they say adulthood is scam. Because by the time you grow up, you realize actually
what you were thinking about.
It's crazy. So every day something takes a part of you. At what point should you start to, look for Dr. Dede?
Yeah. So when you start to, so that's why I gave the basis for mental health. Now when you start to notice that you are not even able to do the things you used to do before.
Okay.
You are not able to realize your own potentials. You are not able to cope with the normal stresses of life. So at first, always in traffic, you don't say anything. But today you're in traffic and you're crying. You're thinking about your life. You are crying every day for more than 2 weeks. You know that now you are depressed. Now you have to see a doctor. Or you are grieving. You lost a loved one, you're grieving. Grieving is a normal process. Now after 6 months, after 1 year, you are still thinking about the person, still grieving. Now it's a disorder. Now you have to see a doctor. So it's always, when you get to the point where you see you are not able to work as you used to, you are not as productive as you used to, you are not able to learn well as you used to, you are not able to cope with the normal stresses of life. It is affecting your functioning at work, in your personal life, in your relationships. People are breaking up with people. I'm feeling sad. I don't want to see you anymore. You are breaking relationships. You are not able to perform at work. You are not able to perform in school. You don't have interest in anything. Then you can see that, no, this is the point. I need to see a doctor.
What's the balance between the same problems that put you in that particular disorder has a denominator, a basic denominator, which is, of course, money.
Okay.
And yet, you need money to come and see the doctor. Okay?
Yeah.
So it is what is bringing you the issues, it's coins. You don't have the coins, no? So you have to go and see therapists, though.
Oh.
It's a balance.
So actually, seeking help, there is so much help when it comes to the public facilities across psychiatric hospital, Pantine Hospital, Ankafo. You pay less than 100 cedis for consultation. You pay less than 20 cedis to see a therapist at any point in time. So so money is really not the issue. Even if we don't have money, we have social welfare services there. We have sometimes we have some medications for free. So money should not be the barrier. The most important thing is you recognizing that you need help and then coming forward to receive the help. And then we as a society breaking stigma on all sides so that people are able to step forward to receive that help that they actually need.
Right.
So it's never about money.
However,
there's a however.
However, we need still more people to donate to us so that we can continue the good work that we are doing. Yeah.
I don't get to see a lot. So I get to see eye screening, health screening, but the mental health screening, no, I don't get to see it. Okay. Why is that? Because there are schools, there are a lot of places that we need, workplaces. Hey, people at workplaces, if you see how they behave, you should know that something's happening. Why don't we see it
So yes, some facilities do have mental health screenings, but the baseline issue is we are not talking enough about mental health. Yeah. If we talk enough about it, every organization will say, I need mental health screening, just as physical screening is important. I will have a mental health screening for my people. I'm going to organize it. But because we are silent, these shows are once in a while, then we come on. If it's a constant thing, just like you're always talking about hypertension, diabetes, if you're always talking about mental health, we'll get the necessary attention, and then people's minds will come, now let's invite them to come. Because the companies have the monies to screen. You just have to come forward and let us come to you. And sometimes when we even come to you to say mental health screening, they're like, everybody is fine here. But then, but then it's not about a they or them situation. It's not black or white. There are a lot of gray areas in between. You being stressed, you finding it difficult to talk in public every time. Some people need to take alcohol before they're able to step out. Some people are still grieving for long periods. Some people are not noticing that their child is not sitting down, just can't sit, ADHD, or the child, there are a lot of things. Or your grandmom is forgetting everyone, is forgetting our conversations. It's not, there's help for you. Yeah. So it's important that we know that there's a spectrum. At any point in time, someone could be having a challenge, and we should talk enough about it.
So by way of education, can you take us through routine? What we should do on the daily so that our mind doesn't have to travel that far to come to your desk. What should we do on the daily? What should we be intentional about?
Okay, so optimizing your mental well-being, it's up to you. It's an individual, first of all, it's an individual responsibility. You need to know. So the first thing I always say is self-awareness. When we talk about mental health, it's mostly made up of 3 components too, okay? So your affect, or that's your feelings, how you feel, your cognition, that's how you think, and your behavior, that's your actions and your functioning. Now, if any of these 3 things are off, then you can see that you are drifting into mental illness. So if you're now thinking, everybody hates me in this room, someone wants to poison me, someone wants, that's paranoia, like there's something off with your thinking. Right. Oh, you've realized that I'm feeling anxious, I'm feeling sad, I'm not happy. Then you know that there's something going on with your feelings, your affect, and your function, because I'm no longer as productive. I used to do 10 things a day, now I can do 1. There's something going on with your function. There's something is going down.
And it's not age. I wanted to ask, when you start mentioning that, stuff that you used to do before. I used to do a number of things before and I was excited about it, but I sort of grew out of it. Okay. Or circumstance made me change my mind about it. Okay. At that point...
That's different from you being too sad to show up to work today. Yeah. Okay. So it's we evolve. I'm not saying we don't. We evolve as human beings. But when you notice that, no, I'm being self-aware, is noticing your feelings and how it's affecting the things around you. So I'm waking up and I'm feeling sad. Oh, why am I feeling sad? Okay, it's because I don't have enough money. So what do you do about it? Do I go borrow? What do I do? Oh, why am I feeling anxious? Because I'm going to talk to a group of people, or because I'm going to meet this particular person that is making me anxious. We have to be self-aware of exactly what is happening, of your state of mind every day. And then secondly, we have to prioritize our physical health. So, when you exercise, you release some chemicals called endorphins. Right. That are the feel-good hormones. So you start to feel good naturally. When you start to exercise every day, you see that your mood is actually going up. You are happier than usual because these hormones are being released. These feel-good hormones are being released. And then we also have to take time off for ourselves. We are so caught up in daily work, going up and down for nothing or for something. You're looking for money.
You see what you eat.
But during the times that we are going up and down, do you need to catch a break? You tell yourself that, okay, once a week, I'm going to do something I like doing. I'm going to just watch a movie, or just take a cup of tea, or just walk to the beach, or do something for yourself every week. You know, even if it can't be every day, you have to take time off your schedule and take care of yourself, your mental health, yourself. It's your own responsibility to do that. To say, oh, I'm going to just watch a play, or I'm going to go out with my friends. So that comes to my third point, connections. A lot of times we are not built to be alone. I mean, if it was made for Adam, we are not meant to be alone. We are meant to connect with people. So we need to keep our connections safe, you know. Once a while, call a friend, check up on a friend. How are you doing? Oh, let's take a drink. You need to connect with people. Don't be an island. A lot of times people, you know, media phobia, or, you know, they just cut themselves off.
Like that.
But when you do that, you end up being sullen, and, you know, you have to connect with people.
Right.
You also have to learn how to set boundaries. So I know this person always stresses me out. I'm going to cut this person off. I mean, because every time I see this person, my heart is beating. I'm feeling anxious. We are fighting. We are not fighting. I don't understand this friendship. It's not benefiting you in any way. You have to let it go. Setting boundaries too means that when you're at work, you can't say yes to everything. You have to learn how to say no. You can't be at weekends. You can't go to funeral, outdoor party, everything in one weekend. You have to learn how to say, okay, I can't make it for this, but I'm sending you, I'm sending you some 1,000 to sort things out. 200, 1,000.
Bring it down.
That's our salary, life savings.
I'm sending you 200. Yes, I can't make it because you need to sleep. Because sleep is very important. You need sleep to restore your mind. God designed it for you to rejuvenate, restore. When your sleep is off, you will start to have issues, not just physical issues, your mood also changes and everything. So you need to have good sleep hygiene. Good sleep is, I'm talking a lot, so it's okay.
No, we love it, actually. This is the part that we have.
You're like, okay, so good sleep hygiene means that so you're going into bed, 2 hours before bed, you're not going to drink anything caffeinated, no Coke or coffee, anything that is going to kind of throw your sleep off, okay? And then you know that, okay, I'm going into bed. My bedroom and my bed is for sleep and love making. I mean, if you are married. So then you know that your bed is for that. Your bed is not for TV, so it's not ideal to have your TV on or be on your phone scrolling away, because all the light is going into your God made the sun for us to be up and the moon darkness, the night should be dark. So when you have screen, the blue lights going in all the time, stimulating, your body doesn't know it's time to sleep. So it's important to put your devices away, put the TV off, find a cool bed. You can start counting from 100 down to just relax. If you have any thinking to do, please set a time during a day, 30 minutes, do all your thinking, because you're not going to do that in bed.
I see.
Yeah, so that when you get to bed, you know that you're only thinking about the nice things to sleep. Yeah.
She's laughing. She knows she has done it all wrong. That is where she has now eaten the debts to pay.
Yeah.
The person who has not called.
I mean, because people take stock of their day in bed.
Yeah. So take stock of it before you get into bed. Now, if you have been in bed for some time and the sleep is not coming, get out of the room. Go to another room, go read, do something else, then you come back and try.
If you're in a single room, so of course.
Go to the kitchen.
Go to the kitchen.
Anyways,
find something else to do.
Time check is 9:30 a.m. We'll open the phone lines at this point, right? If you have any question, you can call us. Let us know what's on your mind. Everybody at one point in one's life, you get to this point. In depression, not even acute. I mean, once a while you are not feeling, then it continues weeks and weeks and weeks after and all of that. So call. Let's know what the question. If you don't want to mention your name, you can keep it anonymous and just ask your question as well. And let's move on. Mental health conditions cure and management. Can it be cured totally when it gets to a certain level? Or you can only manage it till you say bye-bye to all of us?
So mental health conditions. So when you have any imbalance in your thinking, your feelings, your actions, then you can say that you are having a mental disorder, because this imbalance is now affecting your function at work, social function, occupational function, and function with your family and other loved ones. So now, if someone has different conditions, have different timelines of treatment and how people respond and chronicity, or let's say how far it can go. So the common ones that we see, the people walking on the streets, that condition is called schizophrenia. Okay, so in schizophrenia, some people may have it and then it may come back. When we start treatment, one fourth of the people that we are treating will never get it again.
I say, hold the thoughts. Please don't forget them. Kwame is calling us from Dodowa. Kwame, good morning and thank you very much for your time. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
You're on air. Talk to us.
Yes, please. I'm grateful for what the doctor has said. And it's like I'm going through the same situation. I normally turn on my TV on bed throughout the night and it's like I find it difficult to sleep. And I normally wake up about 2, 3 a.m. and I can't sleep again. Yes, and I'm trying to see, is there a solution to that? What should I do? And in this too, I have a problem with my wife whereby I caught her like cheating on me, and so that has given me a lot of thinking and other things. So, and whenever I see her, it's like I become angry and stuff. So I don't know. Is this also leading me to something? Because normally it's like at times I can be better when take alcohol. They take this too that it becomes some way. So when she was sharing this with her, I became and said, "Oh, this is what I'm going through." So I would like to find out if there's something I can do to sort this out.
There's always something you can do, and thanks for calling as well. Doc would respond to that.
Okay, so first of all, sorry for what you're going through. A lot of people go through the same thing. When we go through stressful situations, it can actually affect our sleep, push us to drink, and even push us into some conditions like depression and all. So I can't fully give you what to do now. But if you could leave your number backstage, we can talk one-on-one, because there's so much help for you.
Probably you'll give yours.
Okay.
After that, is that okay?
Okay.
Doctors do that, right?
We do that so that you can do follow-up.
Yes. Right?
Yeah.
Is that okay?
That's okay. So they can give my number.
After that, don't switch off, right? Just stay with us. We're going to end soon, right?
Yeah.
So we can give the number to you, right? But we're talking about how it can be cured or managed, right?
Yeah.
And you're talking about...
So for some conditions like schizophrenia, 25%, will get well. Another 25% will get well, but won't get to that function that they used to be. So maybe they'll get back to maybe 85, 90% function. There will still be some deficits, And for some people, 50% function. You won't get them back to how they used to be. And then for some people, they never get better. So even on treatment. So it depends on the condition. Something like depression, 1 out of 3 people will get well. They'll never get depressed again. Another 1 out of 3 may get it again in their lifetime. And another 1 out of 3 may need to be on medications for life. So everyone is different. The most important thing is seeking help. You may be 1 out of 3 who never gets it again. You never know. You just have to come for us to help you. Yeah. And then when we talk about treatment, we always have a model we use called biopsychosocial. So we do a biological treatment, we give you medications or TMS or any other intervention that we have to do, like doctor writing and all of that. Then we have the psychological management.
Hold on to the psychological management. There's a caller from Pokwasi on the line. Can you hear me? Good morning.
Good morning, sir. Please, my name is Michael.
Michael, you're on air. Talk to us.
Yeah, please, I'm calling on behalf of my wife.
Okay. Please go.
Yeah, and like about 2 years ago, she has been complaining about body on fire, sort of things. Now it has led to hearing voices, seeing things that does not exist. Yeah. Wow. And we've been into the hospital once. But they gave us medications to try it on, but now it has come again. But I like the way the woman was telling us about how I think how we should go on bed, not on being on phone and other things. That one too has been a habit because sometimes it's hard for her to sleep. She sometimes can't sleep in the night. She'll stay all night. So what helps her, like, she would take something to read, scrolling on, maybe taking her phone, scrolling. And that one to watching the situation.
I see. You also probably, Michael, you have to also call.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
On top of your head, I'm not sure. You need to examine.
We need to examine because there are so many conditions that can make you hear voices that others do not hear or see things that others do not see. And there are times, so I don't know whether she just gave birth or has this happened before. There are so many questions that I can't just give a spot diagnosis and what to do. But the most important thing for us to know is that when I was talking about biological treatment, when we write medications for you, we'll tell you that go take this 2 weeks or 1 month, come back. Because now you see that the symptoms are going away. But that doesn't mean that we've cured you. Okay, you need to come back constantly.
It's my problem. Once the thing is down, Opana is gone.
You have to come back for reviews. Because it's at the review that will say, okay, this medication is working. Let's continue. Okay, now we are not getting the symptoms again. Okay, let's try reducing it. Okay, because some of the medications, you can't just stop at once.
That's true.
When you stop at once, you may have the symptoms coming back, or you may have GIs, you may have other symptoms. We have to taper it down. Okay, you're on 10, let's do 5 now, let's do 2 now, let's do 0. Okay, how are you doing on the 0? Okay, you're fine. Let's see you in 6 months. Let's see. So especially psychiatric conditions or mental health conditions, you just don't come for review once. So please try and go back to the hospital. Okay. I'm sure they would have told you come back in 2 weeks. You may not have seen any changes yet, but the changes will come. And medication sometimes take time for it to start working. So then in 2 weeks, you'll be like, oh, I'm not seeing any improvement. It's like, okay, let me switch. Let me give you something that is going to help with the sleep better. Let me give you something that is going to help with the mood better. So it's important that you come for reviews. And complete your treatments. Okay.
Right.
A lot of times, yes. A lot of times people stop.
The thing has hit me this morning. I don't know how to compose myself. I've been hit hard. Been hit very hard. One other issue, I think, before Biarla comes in, though, it's the issue of the caregivers.
Okay.
Caregivers or dependents, is that it? So the patient, or your client, in this case, your clients, or the patients at home, and who is giving the care, right? They become so burdened that they find themselves going into the system. So I don't know whether while we are focusing on your client, there are people around that we are also concerned about, because that's what it is. Because as I said, I've seen it firsthand, where before you know, another person has gotten BP because the person is stressing. The other person is also going through another stress that is also compounding. So by the time you deal with the other issues are complicating. I don't know whether I know you guys have that resource, but you help us.
There is so much help. Immediately, there's something called the caregiver burden, okay? So caregiver burden is a negative attitude that a caregiver starts to exhibit due to continuous care of the person who is having the issue, okay? So then we do have support for caregiver caregivers. We have scales that we use when you come to the hospital. We have a list of questions. We'll ask you, we will scale. Okay, we know that you're having a severe, moderate, or mild. Okay, now let's see. Are you also having other issues? Oh, your sleep. Okay, we are going to support you. And then also, it's important that we support the people supporting the people giving the care. So we know that, okay, now for at least 1 week, can you take a break? Let this other person do the care so that you don't break down or you don't get depressed or you don't go through the whole situation that could also affect your own mental health. So there's caregiver support. That is so we do all of that. So it's very important that you continually come for reviews. So when you come, you say, oh, doctor, can I also talk to you? I'm going through this or I'm going through that. So we can also give you the necessary support that you need.
Interesting.
Koku took it right out of me. I wanted to know about, what happens to the people around because they'll be stressed and all that. I'm even thinking in light of, aside the caregivers who some of them are professionals, or maybe just devoted family people, other people who make up the support system. Someone is actually taking care of you, but somebody's bringing the money. Somebody's cooking the food, and all of that. But my main concern is about children.
Okay.
Children now. Two angles. The children how do we find that, okay, these kids are dealing with some mental health issues?
Okay.
And then the other part is where the parent is going through it, and then it is channeled to the child, right? Yeah, if you can just slap that too for me, I'll be glad.
Yeah, that's also interesting.
Okay, so a lot of times we have the way, so you go in the child care clinics, where you take in the child for weighing, you'll be checking the child, how the child is hitting the milestones. Every child is supposed to hit a milestone at certain ages. So by 2 years, the child should be walking, should have started saying mama, dada, should have started saying some basic words. So we should know that, oh, my child is not hitting the milestones. As compared to other children, my child is not hitting the milestone. It's not walking like he's supposed to walk. It's not talking like they're supposed to be talking. And now we are seeing a lot of children who are having speech problems because of screen time.
Preach.
Their parents are leaving screens. I had a patient come in, and the child has never had owned a toy. Not one toy. Only the screen, full screen. They wake up in the morning, take the screen. The only time they go on break is eat lunch, back to the screen. So we're having a lot of children.
So the gospel is that, I want people to get that part. The gospel, according to doctor, is that if you're a parent and all you have is a tablet, now the tablets, if you have the cover of it is very nice, very attractive, pink and blue. And all you do is give your child a tablet, and all the child is doing is bent over like this the whole time. No conversation with nobody.
No.
It's terrible. That's what I'm not the one saying. It's the doctor who is saying.
It's not even the doctor. It's a principle that everybody must understand.
No, if I say they might come for me, so let me just give it to the doctor.
Yeah. So you have to limit.
Yes.
Below 2 years, it shouldn't be anything more than FaceTime calls. 2 to 3, you shouldn't have more than an hour of screen time, because that's a formative years. They are now learning how to speak. They have to hear you talk to them. So you have to do the parenting the hard way. You have to talk to the children, let them talk back to you, teach them basic things. Don't let the screen do that for you. So we're having a lot of children with virtual autism, where they are having difficult...
Virtual autism?
Yeah.
The spectrum is wide.
Yeah. So it's not even like true autism. Just it looks like autism. They're having communication problems just because they are addicted to the screen. And just like any other thing, addiction is a disease. So your body releases chemicals in response to the things that make you happy. So things like food, for adult sex or fulfillment from work and everything that releases dopamine will make you feel high and excited. It's the same thing the screen is doing to the child. The child is watching fast-paced Kokumo, fast-paced things. Everything is going so fast. They are releasing a lot of dopamine. Now you take it away from them, and just like someone who is addicted, they begin to cry, throw tantrums all over the place because they're not getting the high that they want from the screen. So it's very important that we do that for children.
Well, it's important. My word again, it has come. It can be draconian in nature, but you have to do it. I have done it for my. I have to go and check whether they are observing it though, because when I'm not around.
You only gave the command.
There are times where if I get home, I see that he's not watching the television because there's a total ban. First, it was just weekend. You do it on weekend. Then I realized that when he doesn't go to school, he turns it on. So it's a shutdown. No watching of television. If they are watching, you can pass by and watch. If you see me coming or somebody you can run. But you will not sit down and watch. And so it's for me a total ban.
And in the interim, what do they do?
No, converse. There are a lot of people in the house. Chat with them. Read your books. If you are bored, go and sleep.
Buy them Lego, let them build.
They are there.
Right.
Yeah. But the other issue is, look, I must say that it's a systemic failure as a nation. Social department or social welfare strategies and structures are not really something Africa prides itself over. I can assure you that having looked at the Ghanaian system is the same thing. What it means is that you go to a health professional and you can tell clearly that the person does not understand where the person is coming from. You're speaking your medical jargons, but you are not speaking the issues that the person is facing. So I'm here thinking whether or not medical professionals must also take lessons or be educated on these basic societal pressures, i.e. Poverty and all of that, because most times these are the underlining effects of these. They give birth to this. So how do you treat it? Because when I come and you are talking, you can see clearly as a medical practitioner that this guy, this woman does not have it, and probably this word says. So beyond that, even if you give me medicine, I don't get the money to even buy the food to take the medicine. Do you have to get training? Do you know about these? You see, it's a bit complicated.
We do. We learn. We are on the ground. We see these things. A lot of times, doctors see this. They donate. We put money together, support other people.
Yes.
What we need to focus on is getting the systems, policies to assign more monies to support. Currently, most countries have less than 2% of their budget allocated to mental health issues. Mental health. Let me talk about my own mental health issues here. So we need more monies allocated. We need people to donate more goodwill so that we can support more people. Our social welfare is doing well. People come, leave their relatives in the hospitals for years. We've had someone in our hospital since 76. Nobody has come. Nobody has come. We have to feed the person 3 times a day. We have to take care of the patient. Abandoned. And a lot of times people do that. So we have to be aware. The fact that someone has gotten a mental illness doesn't mean that they can never come home. Please, come for your patients. Come for your relatives. They are your family members. They need the love. They do better in the society. They do better when they are rehabilitated in the society, back to having some structure at home and all of that. And then we also need people to let's reduce the stigma, There's stigma everywhere. There's public stigma. Public stigma is stigma that everybody has this perception about. We're not doing or something. All of that is negative. That's stigma. We don't want stigma. We don't want people who have mental illnesses themselves to have label avoidance. That they don't want to come to the hospital so they are labeled. They don't want to, have some patients who don't want to come near Accra Psychiatric Hospital. Because
I saw you come out of Accra Psychiatric Hospital. What's up?
You'll be okay.
Yeah. Or Pantine.
Can you imagine?
It's label. We should stop the labeling. We should talk about mental health. We should. The more noise we make about it, the more resources will be allocated to it. The more corporations to be interested in the mental health of their employees, the more monies will also be allocated to mental health for our development, and then the more lives we reach.
I see. Finally, for me, is the issue of vulnerability and openness. It is important for you to speak about your issues. Sometimes people find a safe space, even though it's not safe, social media, their status, to talk about their issues. And that is where the public feels like it is time to troll. It's time to write very disturbing and distasteful things about it. How do you draw the balance between telling the person, be open, share your issues, yet the public is ready to devour and make news out of it?
Okay.
What's the balance?
So the balance is know who to talk to. Knowing who to talk to. Because as a society, we are still not there yet. Supporting people with mental illnesses. Somebody will say, oh, why is this person crying on social media?
Social media.
On social media, you won't cry, but you cry in your house. And you cry to somebody who will support you, okay? So I think we have not gotten there yet to, people, when people are even out, say, oh, I'm feeling sad, I'm feeling depressed. Hey, you will be, why are you depressed? Now we are kind of also can be, then we just kind of shut them down and not let them talk, forgetting that these things have biological basis. There are genetic things that may happen that may predispose one to having any mental illness. So, and knowing who to talk to somebody. It doesn't have to be, if you're having any issues, you want to talk to somebody you're not getting, you can call Mental Health Authority. We have a helpline, 0800-678-678. It's very easy. 0800-678-678.
Is that the number they should call? Is that okay?
No, that's a helpline for Mental Health Authority.
Okay. Right.
You can call and then you can tell them this is what I'm going through. They'll appropriately address it for you, tell you who to talk to, where to go to, and then make connections for you. So you should know who to talk to about it. But the most important thing is don't bottle it up. Don't bottle it up. Talk to somebody.
Okay. I see. So the number is there. Please, when you call Dr. Sika Boateng, don't say, oh, Doc, you look beautiful. I just wanted to say I admire you so much. Please. I'm going through this. Go straight to the point.
Do you get people telling you you're very beautiful?
Of course. Doc is beautiful. She's beautiful.
So you're saying it on behalf of the people.
Please don't call. I have an issue, Doc. Go straight to the point. They might not have time. They might also be going through their own challenges. Sometimes it's not good to send out numbers like this, but we are doing so because of all of you. So please make sure, go straight to the point. And when they direct you to the place, don't come and ask for money. She could also be going through her own things and all of that. So I know how these things work. And so I'm just trying to prep their minds and all of that.
You can also put up the Mental Health Authority helpline.
So 0800
678-678.
You get him? 0800
678-678.
Right, we can super that as well there. It's been a wonderful conversation. I pray that all of us come to the realization that we need each other, one another, most importantly, even as we embark on this journey of life. Life? Life.
And just in case anyone wants to donate to Mental Health Authority, we have a short code for that, and it's *725*625#.
All right.
Very easy, so that you can donate.
Please say it again.
*725*625#. Just in case you want to have any amount of money you want to give to donate, because 1 out of 5 people may have a mental illness. It could be you. It could be you.
Of course. So let's follow suit to what my papa, your papa, went to do just last week or so. I think we played the video. We'll be playing it even again if it's available. But of course, 1 million strong is coming up today, overturning stubborn patterns and cycles. Reverend Prosper Saba is leading the charge. It's at 12 p.m. So make sure that you connect with us. We are praying together all our issues. They all have spiritual angles to it. And so as we are tackling the physical, let us also pray against the spiritual and all of that. It's been a good time, right?
Yeah.
It's been a very good time.
I also want to say thank you very much.
Yes.
To the leadership.
Yes.
And Archbishop.
Yes.
For the generous donation.
Yes.
To
Say
psychiatric hospitals. We are very, very grateful.
Yeah. See, I'm feeling very proud.
I know, right? We'll come with a chat to see how you are using it. If you don't use it, we'll come after you.
If my father goes to do something, that's why you have to be a good father.
Yeah,
Sons are
right.
very proud when fathers go to do. I'm a very proud. My shoulder is high.
I know, it's not, there's nothing to your shoulder.
No, it's just that my
Your
papa has
dad.
gone to douse the fire. Douse the fire. And so a big thanks to the Archbishop Nicholas Duncan Williams, of course, the entire faculty of bishops and men of God, of course, the First Lady as well, Lady Rosa Whittaker Duncan Williams. We're grateful. Dr. Leah Ndede Boateng is a specialist psychiatrist at the Accra Psychiatric Hospital. We'll be talking about prioritizing your mental health. I'll try. In Jesus' name. My name is Kokumo.
And my name is Biadela. I can't pledge.
You have to pledge.
Yeah, but I mean, it starts with us. Yes. It starts with you. It starts with the next person. So even if you feel like you're not going through it now, be a support system to the next person, because you may never know. Yep. The doctor says you may never know. We'll see you tomorrow. Ready to do it all over again.